What's going on? Hopefully, we can get some people in the chat and we can get this conversation going. About 5 minutes behind, but it doesn't mean nothing. Matter of fact, 8 minutes behind, but it doesn't mean nothing. Who is all out there and what will the topic be? Just see what the numbers of the people do, and then hopefully we can get something going. Two thumbs up. I appreciate it. Three people out there. Are you trying to get off the highway? Well, hey, as soon as you're ready, just let me know, Williams, and we can make this thing happen. I'll jump you on the line. Hopefully, some of the regulars fall into the live stream. Live streams be a never knowing situation. Hopefully, everyone's night is going all right. Not too many issues at hand or anything like that. Hopefully, everything is copacetic. And as I always say, if people want to call in and instead of trying to type everything that you're trying to say, you can actually throw your number up there, and I'll hit your telephone line to join you in on a live conversation. We could talk about whatever topic. I don't got no topic at hand. That's why, like I said, a lot of times when I do live, when you see them four letters, it's essentially a freestyle to talk about whatever you may be thinking about, and be it something that done hit the news, or something that's going around your way, or an issue you may be dealing with. We can talk about it. And I feel, with these lives, I'm trying to stay consistent, at least try to go on around the same time, try to get more familiar with, just doing a consistent live, going around 9-ish Central Time. If you're on the East Coast, it's 10. If you are in Cali or something like that, it's around 7 o'clock or so. So Just trying to see where we can take this particular thing with coming live. Well, at least with me, because you still have, once I guess the time schedules get worked out with the infamous Lisa Smith and Rated Shad. They go on usually kind of on the weekends every now and then. So through the week, I'm trying to stay consistent. You know. Now, as far as a hurricane, I haven't the last. It seemed like at least the news feeds I've been reading, I haven't really been hearing them nothing. I mean, I seen a news outlet say something about how Trump was talking about the hurricane and they had issue with that, but other than that, I really haven't been following too close. I know they said they had got somewhere kind of close by Georgia the last time I heard, but I haven't heard anything more about it. I know it's done hit the Bahamas pretty bad, so that's all that I pretty much know about it. But what's going on, family? I'm glad you done checked in too. Shows we got so many people out there. I mean, like I said, this stream is what y'all make it. So whatever topic that you bring up, or if you drop your number for me to hit it, you know, that's what it is. So hopefully, it can be an intuitive conversation. See, a lot of times, like I said, I like to be lazy with the topics, so I just kick back. I like to bounce. Think of me as a sparring partner. Like if you bounce a topic off me, I'll be able to run with damn near whatever you're talking about. But no, other than that, it's like I'm sitting in the corner in the gym reading a paper till someone wants some action. Hit your phone. Okay, you got to throw your number up there. I mean, if you already put your number up in it, I haven't seen it. Nobody else has seen it. You may have to spell out some of the numbers because they try to block people posting their numbers, so you might have to spell them out like the young brother Mello did, a few days ago. So, be it anybody that wants me to hit their line, you got to spell it out. You may have to spell out all the numbers. Matter of fact, I think he spelled out every number, and that's how it came through. So it's like they see digits, they already know the algorithm's picking up. Like, oh, he's trying to get people to call in. That's what actually make this show. Let's automatically censor that and block that so that can't happen. But as long as you putting up words, they can't stop that. The algorithm can't pick up on that one. So that's how you send your number through. So if it start with a 6, spell out 6. If it start with a 0, spell out 0. If it start with a 7, spell out 7. And so on and so on and so on. Matter of fact, let me hook up my little Bluetooth. Now, hopefully they didn't retract it. Hopefully you made an error and it retracted it, because it shows that message has been retracted. So like I said, just try to post it up. I know Williams, I got his number directly, so whenever he tells me go, I could just hit his line. But anybody new, you're gonna have to spell your number out. That's how they block you from block conversations essentially. Let me get this speaker connected. Hold on a second. Okay. I know it might take some time too, trying to type out all that, because you got to type out the area code, then you got to type out, your 7 digits on top of that. I mean, you don't got to worry about the one. I don't think we got to use that no more when we, the first number before your area code or anything like that. You just got to go ahead and throw your area code and your 7 digits, and then after I see that it's posted, then I'll delete it off the stream so nobody, viewing the replay or anything like that will see it. Okay, let me go ahead and make that happen. Hold on a second. Where's the info? Let me see. I'm hooking it up right now. Let's see. Okay, let me hit your line right now. Let me mute this so y'all don't hear all that dialing.
Hello?
James?
Yeah, man, what's going on?
Yeah, what's up?
Feeling, yeah, man, it's going through this baby mama drama, man.
Baby mama drama. Okay.
Yeah,
What kind of drama it may it be?
it's going through this child custody battle right here, man. He trying to get full custody from me. We also started using a baseball bat, man.
Wait. You may have to come closer to your phone or wherever, kind of speak up a little bit. You said
I said he started using a baseball bat, man.
damn. Now how did that come about? How did the altercation lead up to? I mean, what was it about?
Well, he's been dating this guy for like a year, I guess like a year and a half right now. And he made arrangements to, I don't want this gentleman coming to my house. If you have to meet anywhere, why can't we meet at at a parking lot. We can meet at the mall. We can meet like anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why do he want to know? I don't know anything about this gentleman. I don't know where he stay at. I don't know this guy's first name. Never seen his face. Cause when she came over here with him and he had his hat real fucking low. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know anything. I
Right.
don't want anything from her. Cause I take care of my kids. I spend time with them. I do everything else for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so when I told him this, he came downstairs with a freaking baseball bat, man.
Mm.
Yeah, shoved me and everything, throwing the baseball bat at me. I took the baseball bat from her, shot the fucking baseball bat across the freaking parking lot, and just kept it moving on her ass. And she got a court order against me. She want more child support out of me, things of that nature, man.
Now, did anybody else witness this? This going down. I mean, you ain't getting no charges because of that. It wasn't reversed on you or anything like that,
Nah, I
was
don't
it?
got no charges. I got everything on my phone. I had recorded the shit, so
Okay.
I'm gonna, I'm gonna present that to the judge and shit. Um, hopefully everything works out in my favor and shit. I got a court date coming up in about a week or so.
Now, how long has she been messing with this other cat?
For a year and a half now.
Okay, a year and a
So
half.
we're going on 2 years right now.
And you don't got this guy's location or nothing. He stay with her or he got his own place or I
Nah,
mean,
he got his own crib and shit. She got her own crib, so I guess he not driving, so she go pick him up, drop him off, take him to work, do everything for him. And when this altercation took place, this happened in the afternoon when she had ample amount of time left. Like you driving, you got him in the car, you coming to get him our kids. You could have dropped him off at your house. You could have dropped him off at his house. Like you had a whole bunch of other places to stop. So why you want to come here though? Like I don't get that shit. Like you're driving, like you have a fucking car and you're still freaking that early, and you had other options to do, but she chose to get on some more other shit. Because I told her months prior to that, yo, um, don't bring nobody around my crib. And she was like, okay, I'm gonna drop the kids off at my house, and you just go over there, pick the kids up from my house. That's cool. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And, and she can go about your day, do whatever you have to do. She did this plenty of other times, but this one time, she wanted to come over here with this fucking dude, yeah. Out of all of the other months that she never did this shit.
Now, when this dude's around, I mean, is he foul around your kid or
But I don't see she won't let me meet the nigga, but as far as I know that he's all right. You know, he got a couple of kids, he takes care of his kids, and you know, he's cool. But when it comes to my kids, or my oldest child just got a bad attitude. She don't like nobody. You know, she don't like no other male figure around her but her dad. You know, she's in her teenage years. So
okay.
she just done a little bit of things here and there about what he say to her and how she be coming at her or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, my thing is if your kid is going over there and spending the time, that you know your kid has to spend with being, visiting the mother, whatever. But he's around there. I would try to have a conversation with him. I mean, if you said he shows up, she shows up with him there. I mean, usually, like, oh, let me holler at you for a second, dude. I mean, you're around my kids. I gotta actually meet you. Like, skip what she's saying. We both men. We could chop this up. I ain't trying to
Right,
be ill, but I gotta get to know who you is. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Cause I'm quite sure he knows whoever mess with
I
his
don't have
kids. If his
the
old lady got somebody else, you know what I'm saying?
right. like I don't got no other way to find out who this dude is because my ex is keeping him like secret. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't want me to meet him. You don't want to. Well, I already got his name. I got his name through my daughter though. My daughter gave me his name though, but that's all she gave. That's like all the information that she gave me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like they both being sneaky at the same time. So the little information I do give it to my daughter.
I would say, when's your next child support hearing?
It's in 2 weeks.
I would make note, addressing that. Like, okay, I know, whatever, is gonna be being discussed within the proceedings. I would make a note like, oh, well, I actually would like to know who's, because I'm a guardian, just like she's a guardian. I would like to know who's actually, around my child. You know what I'm saying? Because it would be an issue for you if you had, some female around your kids or whoever else. Like if you're living in a certain area where some dudes or something.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. Because there's an incident that happened. This happened like a few years ago, where she was claiming that somebody had took her mail at the mailbox, and she lives in a fucking she lives in a she fucking live in a freaking apartment complex. And the first thing she did of it, instead of doing the freaking investigation on it, she freaking blamed me for it.
mm,
Oh, you bringing females around to my house and all of this bullshit. Like, yo, I'm not that type of dude. You know what I'm saying? I would never bring no chick around where she stay at, yo. That's like a separate entity.
right,
Any chick I'm dealing with, any chick when I'm dealing with, don't have to get into don't have to get into my affairs. You know what I'm saying? She just gonna play her position.
right.
You know what I mean? So,
Now let me add this. Now let me add this. Bro chimed in. He said, "Good evening, gentlemen." He said, "My advice, brother, is get a lawyer. I've been through child support court, and they automatically take the female side. So, do you have a lawyer, that's speaking on your behalf, or you just,
yeah, I have to. I'm actually going through they got the father rights freaking lawyers, the father rights thing.
okay,
So I'm actually going with them. Then they actually had this gentleman on YouTube called the League of Dads, where he take in questions. He got a Facebook number that you could call him. Then he'll show you throughout the state like what's the best options for you and like who to contact and where to go and stuff like that. Because he dealt with the same situation with his wife. He dealt with the same situation with his wife. And he also sued her for like $3 million, which she can't pay that. But like actually having that on your record would drive a person crazy. You know what I'm saying?
right, man. Well, I was gonna say so. And you got it all documented. Like you said, you recorded the incident and everything like that. So I mean,
Yeah, I got that. I got all my medical. Like all my receipts that I pay over child support, like the things that I do buy, like clothes. I just bought school supplies. Just bought my daughter some sneakers. So luckily, I don't pay everything with cash. I use my credit card. So I got all my statements and everything. So I'm just gonna present that to the freaking judge and see if that works.
now did she receive any benefits from the state or anything like that?
What you mean through the state?
Like welfare, like did she get anything like that?
Oh nah, man. She actually fucking, she's a fucking manager, man. She made good money.
No, I was just saying because a lot of times, sometimes people that receive, whatever from the state, that's when the state is really getting into it because they want their portion of, whatever they have to pay
Yeah,
out of their, out of
yeah.
the system.
But 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 child support get that anyway, because child support is really like a private company anyway, so they're their own entity.
Now, bro also said he said having the incident recorded is the best piece of evidence. Good luck with the case. Let me add Williams in on the call. I know he could probably add something to this conversation. Hold on a second. I'll add him to the call, James. Hold on.
Yeah, man, because I be in your chat. I be in the chat room every once in a while. I haven't been there in a minute because I've been going through this madness and
Right.
shit. So
Yeah, I remember the last time you said something. You said you were pissed, but then I didn't hear nothing back. So I'm,
yeah, I had typed my number in the comment section, but I had left the chat room.
okay.
Came back tonight, and you told me that I have to write it out in letters.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, hold on a second. I'm adding them to the call. Hold on. Williams.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You still there, James?
Yeah, man, I'm right here.
Okay.
Yeah, what's going on, James? Keep talking, man. I'm just listening to you rolling, man. You just plugged me in, but I'm here.
I'm chilling, man. Let me give you off the back door history. Me and her been together for like over 17 years. We've been fed up over 3 years right now. We had little bumps in here in the road, but it wasn't just minor. It wasn't just major. Like I provide for that household. I have receipts on that. Like when she need her medicine, I also apply that. You know what I'm saying? Like I have all of this stuff documented on record, showing that I go over and beyond for my kids and actually for her when we was on good terms. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I was gonna say, James. I don't know if you're somewhere where it's kind of quiet or you got to be quiet or something, but I mean, you kind of got to get closer to the mic so people can hear you a little bit more louder.
How about now, yo? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Now I can hear you a little bit better.
Yeah.
All right.
So what do you think about that, Williams? What do you think about his situation so far?
Well, for us, seems like it can be dealt with, but he just gotta, you know what I'm saying, go about it in a strategic way. You say you got your paperwork and your receipts and all that. That's gonna play a major part when it comes down to, you trying to, get your issue in the court system. Because that's all they want to see is what they want to see the receipt. So if if I was you, I would try to gather and get much evidence as I can, for that case. Now I didn't really get a chance to hear the majority of what he was saying because it was kind of real low,
Yeah.
So when I was listening in, trying to, put bits and pieces of what I did here together. So yeah.
Well, essentially, let me try to recap it a little bit. I mean, I know James is the major one that can recap it, but essentially he was saying, he has issue with his baby mama, his ex, having another dude around that he hasn't really formally met.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's a bad sign. That's a red flag from the jump because anybody that your child is going to be involved around, it's like a necessity or a must that you need to know what's going on there, with that child and that individual. It's going to be around that child. So, yeah. I've been in situations like that too where I'd have had to, not court wise, but baby mama get with somebody else for a while, and then they feel like, oh, I can keep the baby from him, and I don't want to deal with him right now. But essentially, through time, it will change things, but that ain't always the case. Shouldn't no dude or no other guy come between the relationship between a man and his child.
Right.
Unless a woman allow that to happen. You know what I mean? So,
right.
It comes at some point in time that she wouldn't have to put her foot down and say, look, I got a father already for my child. I really respect his boundaries and give him a chance to, raise his child properly in the way he should be raised,
Right.
So,
now, let me say, bro chimed in. He said, I got to go, but good luck again with the case. You have to have all your T's crossed and your I's dotted. Get ready to put on the gloves in that courtroom.
Exactly. Because they tell you, that they want you to have custody of your child and your kids and all this and all that. But it's a battle, man. It's so much red tape around that kind of stuff trying to get through it to where, they want you. They set you up for failure. It's just like that person that or that male that's going to prison and getting out on probation. They set you up for failure.
Right.
But at the same time, it can be, it can be beat. You gotta think smart and be able to, like you said, make sure all your I's dotted and your T's crossed, because that's what they're gonna want to go on evidence.
Right.
And for the way it's going now, women, everything is kind of like geared towards that woman anyway. So you gotta have, all the evidence and all the proof that you need.
Mm-hmm. And like you said, you've been doing good by, showing that, okay, you've been buying the school clothes or whatever you need, and you got the receipts to prove it, and, it was made through credit card purchases and things like that. So, I mean.
That's all they be wanting to see, that evidence, man. If you ain't got no evidence, they don't want to even talk to you. They finna try to throw a book at you.
Now tell me this, when she hit you with the baseball bat, did you file a police report over that situation?
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. Actually, man, he was struggling over the baseball. I actually got it from him, and I swung it across the parking lot. Like, he making it seem like I hit it with the baseball bat. I did all of these horrible things, so now I got to prove that case right there also.
So okay. So let me get this straight. So you're saying she pulled it, but you got the struck, so you didn't make a police report about that, or how did that go down? I want to be clear on that part right there.
Yeah.
If you can speak up a little bit where I can hear you, because I just can't hear you on my end.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
No, it's still kind of faint.
It still sound kind of. Can you put your phone on speaker?
How about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, I actually went to the hospital, man. So I got everything documented with that too. I'm taking 3 different medications right now.
But I mean, I know you went to the hospital, but I mean, did they? Okay, they took a report at the hospital. You said how whatever happened to you and everything.
Right.
Because I think it would have been more better if you got a police report about that, because then it would have been documented. You could have brought that to the courts, like, see, she came here at this day and this happened to me,
Yeah. They also had an officer there present, so I actually made a report with the officer that was present at the hospital.
Okay.
You don't have no type of restraining orders or nothing on you like that, do you?
Oh, no. I just have to go to family court.
Oh.
But he's trying to get more money out of me too, so.
Now, what's the percentage of, like, who has your kid more, or is it 50-50, or what is it?
Nah, I just get my kid on the weekend. She's majority with the kid.
Okay.
He say he's not so low, man. I barely can hear him.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, he essentially he was saying he gets his kid on the weekends, and she has majority custody.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's a civil issue, a legal issue, a custody issue. I mean, you would have to go back through the courts and have all that stuff rearranged with the evidence that you have.
True.
Oh, okay.
Because essentially, you could say, since she essentially abused you, you can basically run in and be like, well, I don't know this new dude she's with. She's assaulting me. I think my child needs to be more with me versus her trying to get more money out of me, offset it, and my child could be with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You would have to look at that child's welfare and see if there's any kind of discrepancies going on in that child's welfare that, could be a danger to him or, something like that too also,
That's what I would love to do, because I would love for the judge to talk to the kids and have them explain it to them. Like,
the only thing The only thing I feel like you can do is keep collecting your evidence until that date come and present it to the courts. You know what I'm saying? And hope then that they be in your favor, because like I say, it's geared towards the woman. So even with evidence, I done seen situations still go. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's up to the system, man. You know, and the system is not with us. It's always against us. So
Right.
you know.
Right.
Let me say this real quick. Fresh Out the West came in. He said Nap Town's in here, and then Cadillac J just said, "What's up, people? I'm in and out. Got to catch the replay. Good conversation, though."
Yeah, what's up, people? Shouts out to everybody out there.
Right.
Hit that like button if y'all ain't hit it, man. You know, we just trying to have a dialogue and, you know, see what the brother talking about. You know.
Right, and I think this is another dialogue that needs to be had, because you know it's a lot of brothers that's going through this type of issue, you know, or know someone that's going through it. You know, they may be working hard, doing the best they can, and you know they're facing issues with, you know, their ex, because you know they're bitter and feeling some kind of way of how you may be living and using your child as the pawn, and you know, and they got the system involved in your business, because it's been people that done split up and didn't have to get the courts involved. As long as, okay, you know, I'm gonna provide this for my kid, and you know, you're gonna do this. We're gonna have this worked out without having to get those people involved. But since they're involved, you know, like we were saying, like make sure you got all your things in order. I mean, it seemed like you got everything. You know, you done took a report. You done went to the hospital about your injuries. You done recorded the incident. I mean, you ain't been late or anything on your child support or anything like that when you're ordered to pay it or anything, or been short or anything like that, have you?
Nah, because they take it right out my account.
Oh.
Like,
Okay.
That's the first thing they get.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure they get theirs off top. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. You pretty much got everything in your favor, then, for real. Once you that's just a matter of going to court and presenting with evidence you do have to the judge. Because I mean,
exactly, because all my evidence goes back to 4 years that I gathered. I gathered 4 years worth of evidence, because everything is on my bank statements, and I told them to give me everything.
Now, before you, I know you said you go in so many. Did you say 2 weeks or 2 months?
Nah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay. Well, 2 weeks. When was the last time you was in child support court?
Wow. I'll say about 2000.
Well,
hold on. Let me see. I'll say about 2010.
Oh, it's been quite a while. What was you gonna say, Williams?
No, what I was gonna ask him was how has anything changed since 2009? Like, if you got another job, or you making more money, or, because from my understanding, it seems like you're saying that she's trying to get more money out of you.
Yeah, it's like I'm working like 2 jobs right now, and it's like, but I'm not making enough for her to get more child support out of me. That's the whole thing. Cause like, if I got my bills and my life be held too, you know what I'm saying? And it's like,
it's always the more you make, the more they're gonna take too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It doesn't matter if you got one job making $20 an hour, or you got 2 jobs making $5 or $10 an hour. They still gonna hit you out of both checks. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you gotta. I would also say, you know, since you know the cost of living is going up, and I mean I understand, you know, they want more money, but you gotta submit like, okay, these are my bills for myself to maintain. If I can't maintain that, I can't dutifully pay you. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Self come first. If you can't take care of yourself, you damn can't take care of nobody else.
Self-preservation saves the nation, you know?
That's right. That's right. But, you know, at the same time, you know, you got, like I say, man, you got some of those judges, man, they don't really care, man, how you make it. You know what I mean? You got something like that in the world. But at the same time, only thing I can say is, you know, get your paperwork up and get your evidence up, and, you know what I'm saying? Now, only thing I can say is, if their child is in a bad environment, maybe you can file for some kind of you know what I'm saying, child endangerment or some kind of, you know what I'm saying, with seen with unfit, you know what I'm saying, or something like that maybe. But other than that, you ain't got no evidence, you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be an uphill battle, you know.
Yeah, because
And then you
I got evidence. I got evidence showing that I also pay for her medication. I pay
right.
for her medication, then she don't have any money. I put food in that house, then
Well, that's all in your favor. That's all in your favor
I
then.
don't have money all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because my records go back all the way to 2015. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, but I know that she's going to be on top of her game too. You know what I mean? And trying to go for my juggalos. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
as
but
long
well,
as
just think about long as you got your things in order, you don't too much have to worry about what unless like you were lacking, like you missed some payments or no, well you should be
there was
good.
one time. There
Wait,
was one time where I missed the payment though, but that was through like payroll. That was on payroll end because they didn't put the child support order in, which I had to pay back over $1,000, and I paid that back
okay,
through child support. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a time when payroll they wanted me to go through them through insurance, but at that job at that time it was too high. And I told them I don't want insurance through y'all. I'll take another avenue.
right,
And so so they didn't put the health insurance and child support payment. They didn't put that in, and it was like over $1,000 I had to pay back. So my account was frozen and everything. I had to find a way to pay that back and this and that. Like it was crazy, but I got it done though.
Yeah.
so you actually have your kid on you cover insurance for her, or your ex does?
Oh, my ex does.
Okay,
I think she got like a family plan or something through her company
okay,
where she works at. But like glasses and stuff, 'cause my kids wear glasses. I pay that out of pocket, which that wasn't my mistake. I should have used my card or got a money order, and I could have had a freaking receipt stating that I paid for the glasses that my kids need. I also pay for the iPods, for when they go to school. Um, and you had to get a warranty on that, so you actually paying the iPod and you paying for the warranty. So
okay,
they could do their freaking schooling. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It seems like your issue may be already solved. It is a matter of you going through the process though. From what I'm getting from it though, it don't seem to be get you for no more money or if you ain't making no more or nothing like that. You can do it tomorrow.
I'm not.
I gotta mute this. I gotta mute this phone. This train in the background.
okay, okay,
Yeah, I'm not making enough money for her to get nothing out of me, though. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So that's why I go the extra mile on the little bit of money that I do get on the side, which is probably doing houses. I may get a job or moving somebody, and that money goes right to my kids.
mm. Now,
So
I would say I don't know how you would address it. I mean, because I know they want to account for every little nickel that you have, but I mean, I don't know if that be in your benefit of telling them that, because then it's like, oh well, if you could do that, you could do some more of that. That ain't always guaranteed extra money. So I just essentially
yeah,
be like,
I'm not gonna say, yeah, I'm not gonna say that part. I'm gonna
right,
say it
right,
back to myself. Because I ain't trying to get it. I am not trying to get stuck in that rabbit hole. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
That makes sense.
Yeah, because the public defenders and the judge, they work together, so you know how that goes.
Yeah, that's true. So essentially, is what you're saying? You got a public defender?
Yeah, I was told different things from different people. One told me he been through the same situation. He was trying to get me the breakdown, like just go there, do what they say. They're gonna probably give you a public defender. They're gonna show you they're gonna tell you to bring ponders of evidence. So just go there. But I'm thinking like I don't want to go there with my pants down either though. So I'm waiting for the phone call back from this lawyer too though. I'm trying to be a step ahead of the curve though. Like I don't know what he's talking about.
Right. But I know it
So you
probably,
know, we
it's weighing on your mind because, like you said, you got 2 weeks till you got up here and you don't know which way it's going to go. So, it can kind of have you up in a tizzy and probably messing with your sleep a little bit too. Not a little bit, probably a lot of bit.
Man, it's messing with my sleep
Right.
patterns. I'm in constant pain right now. I just went to my physician right now. He told me if we can get some blood work done. I got blood work done. She also told me to get some there's a company up here. I don't know if you ever heard it. I don't know if they got it where you at, called AMC, where they take like hair follicles from you to see if you've been drinking or smoking weed or anything of that nature.
Okay.
Because he's trying to make it look like that I'm on drugs and shit. Like he's trying to throw me in the ringer, man.
Mm. Now, you ain't been partaking in any of that, have you?
Nah, man, I've been clean for a few years.
Oh, then, man, you should be good.
I got that evidence too, though, but she making it seem like I'm the worst of the worst, like a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that means she don't want to own up to, that she's, trying to do you wrong when you're trying to do the right thing. I mean, most people, I won't say most people, but some people be dirty and don't do nothing for they seed once they done broke up with their ex or whatever. I mean, it seemed like you been, there, whatever been allotted to you, you've been, holding your end up. So I can't see how the court can, try to chastise you for, what you have been doing.
I don't see it neither though, because I don't even have a criminal history. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a type of dude that jumps off the porch. I commend them dudes who do, because I don't know their financial situation. I don't know their upbringing, but like I've been working since a young, but I ain't jump off the porch and all like that. Like, I'm a little square dude. You know what I'm saying? I just go to work, take care of my business, do what I have to do.
Right.
And
matter of fact, like I said, talk more to the mic. Like just hold it like you speaking in a microphone. So or like William said, put it on speaker. So you can hear us, but then we can hear you more clear.
Right. He's still kind of low on me though, but.
Hold on, I'm about to go to the thing right now. How about now?
Yes. Yeah, you good.
I don't know if you in the zone where you fade in and out of, but you'll come in and say you good, and then you'll fade back out. I got my phone on speaker and I got it to my ear, and I just can't make out what you're saying.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Are you able to put your phone on speaker?
How about now?
Yeah. It sounds good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it sounds like it sounds.
And I just wanted to get some feedback from you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you hear what Williams is conveying. I done conveyed my piece about it. It seems like you pretty much on the right path with it. You ain't partaking in no drugs. You going to work. You holding a job. They've been faithfully taking money out of your account for your child or your children or however the case may be. She done assaulted you. You done got the paperwork for that. What else can there be said? Just don't. Right. Like I said, re-listen to this. Once this post again, re-listen to it. Hey, take notes. Like, hey, okay. I want to voice to the court this, the things you may want to voice to court. You know what she's trying to voice and getting more money and all this, but you need to voice it like, I work 2 jobs already. I'm already kind of stretched to the maximum. I think this would, mess with, my living situation if, this was to increase, especially the way she's acting, making me have more bills that I shouldn't even have from her
Right.
assaulting me. You know what I'm saying?
You you got all the artillery you need, man. All you got to do is present it to the judge in a orderly fashion, in a decent way, and you got everything to be in your favor. I don't see nothing, I don't see a really bad outcome about that. Unless you just trying to get full custody or something like that, then that may be you may have to wait for a little while longer. They got to investigate the situation and this and that. But other than that, for them trying to raise the bill up, I can't see them really doing that.
Right.
They probably got you straight. They got you straight to the max now. You know what I mean? So any kind of evidence or whatever you got, any kind of receipt or anything that you have, just present it to the court. So you really don't have to have a lawyer for that, for real. But it'll make you look good or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But for that, you represent yourself, though. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, it depends. I see if you was behind on child support and you was, a halfway did the right thing, or you just didn't do the right thing, you might need to have a lawyer or whatever. But other than that, you got paperwork, man.
And then this is another bonus that a lot of people don't know. When you say you get money orders, make sure when you get money orders, especially concerning a situation like this where you need documentation, make sure you get postal money orders. Because, if people are, I didn't get it, they got a whole team that investigate that. Because that's federal.
And then the money orders, you can always tear that receipt off the bottom of it. It's got a part on it that says pay it off, and you keep that part. That's the tracking.
Right.
That's the receipt. So you keep that all. Yeah. Anytime you get a money order, you tear that receipt part off and you keep that. That way, if you get lost or anything, you can track it back down within 24 hours or whatever.
Yeah, that's why this old lady told me too. The lady that I see today, she was like, never give her cash, never. Make sure I don't care if you take your kids to McDonald's. Make sure you get a picture and keep that.
What people don't understand is that shows an incentive to a taxpaying citizen of the United States. You know what I mean? You ain't got to have a job in your life, but if you down and you paying taxes, you can still file on them taxes because you're a paying citizen. You know what I'm saying? So, receipts on anything, you can keep receipts on anything. You get your money for it back at the end of the year.
Right.
You file on your taxes because you're a tax-paying citizen.
Oh, I never knew that one there, man.
Anytime you buy gas, bubble gum, or anything you buy, you get the receipt on it and you keep it.
Right.
You put in your portfolio or your log book, and at the end of the year, when you ain't working or if you are working, you can file that right along with, whatever you're trying to file.
Okay.
That's called, that's like most, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, speak up a little bit, James. What'd you say?
I said, this game y'all giving me right here, man, this game is priceless and it worth more than money, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't really had nobody to give me some game like this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I'll say it like this. I've been kind of having issue with people calling things game. Hey, we just giving you some things that can help you out in life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, yeah, game. It has its place of calling things game, but it's to me. I don't like saying it because it's oversaturated. Sometimes people call things game that really ain't game. We just trying to give you some life lessons, some areas that you may not have been, aware to. You know what I'm saying?
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I definitely retract that back, though, man. I just like to thank y'all for the wealth of information, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate that.
Right. Now, what was you going to say, Williams?
No, I was if you don't mind, man, how old are you?
36.
Oh, okay. You ain't too far behind me, so you kind of familiar, about what's going on. I wouldn't say, you know, complete square. I mean, you came up in the era and time where well, I ain't gonna say you've seen a lot because I don't know what you saw, but I know I just saw it in my, you know, 40 years, you know, since I've been on, you know, this earth, but different show for different folks. But on that shit, man, I would say, you know, that, and ain't nothing really I could say, but keep up the good work and just keep your evidence and keep your receipts and, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And keep, you know, keep yourself going.
I walk around, man. I be seeing a lot of brothers, man, that's actually going through the same thing I'm going through, and like not trying to build up their credit scores or do something with their baby moms if they don't have a plethora of information, and like, and then they go in front of them peoples and then they get railroaded. You know what I'm saying? Then they get caught up in the system, especially when you were touching on if she get any public assistance. Because a woman could go down there without she not even knowing and get public assistance. And then she'll find a job, and then the man has to pay all of that money back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So there's a lot of young cats that don't know nothing about that. That's why I tell some of these young cats, make sure that you don't move in with a woman. Make sure you have your own place. Make sure you have everything in your name. Because I never was taught none of this stuff, you know what I'm saying? I had to come on YouTube and catch a little bit of reality checks here and there and talk to somebody that knows something or Google something, you know. So now we're in the information era where all of these young cats just got to do, man, is just Google, man, and just find this type of information, man, instead of watching twerk videos all day, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. That, or you know, go to your local library, ask to check out certain maybe certain books that they may not give all the information on, you know, Google. You may have to go to your local library and ask for certain books to know about certain things.
Exactly.
But matter of fact, what part of the country are you in?
I'm in upstate New York.
Okay.
Upstate New York. Yeah, man, just
The laws up here is kind of crazy too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we can get caught up in that system.
Well, I tell you one thing. You know, once you stay tuned into this topic, to this channel, when we have all kinds of topics and stuff that we talk about, and you know what I'm saying, we try to, you know what I'm saying, let people come on and, you know, voice their issue and voice their opinion and speak how they feel about certain situations and stuff like that. So, you know, it's always a conversation to have, you know what I mean? Because people going through the same thing or something similar need to hear, you know, certain things. They need to know certain things. So that's what we're here for, you know what I mean? So, you know, we appreciate you calling in, you know, and, you know, giving your peace of mind and speaking on how you feel. But it just seemed to me like you got everything, all your ducks in the row already, man. It just seemed like you just ready to, you know what I'm saying, do what you got to do in front of that judge and let the judge make that final decision, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I just look at it like let me say this real quick, James.
What's going on with old school?
Say that again.
What's going on with old school?
Oh man, I don't. Hey, I'm old school's family member. I don't even know. I think he ain't been well because I ain't been able to get in contact with him. I mean, I know I could drive over to his place, but usually I see him. I haven't seen him. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, the last few times I did see him, he was saying he was not feeling well. So I figured, let me give him some space. You know, maybe he needs some time to recuperate or something like that. But you know, he's been kind of MIA.
Yeah.
I got that man right there, man, because he definitely got a lot of other information also as well. Because I heard him on your platform a couple of times, man, and the things he actually, like things that come out of his mouth, man, that's like a price of gold right there, man.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I look at everybody that I have on the channel. They offer something different. So old school, he got some priceless gems. King Righteous, he got some gems. You talking to Williams, he got some priceless gems. I try to go there every now and then with my add-ons. I don't know if they priceless, but I try to add my 2 cents. We got a few different people that come on here.
I be seeing you on different platforms too, man. I think I see you doing DGS channel one day too.
Who?
BGS.
Who's that?
That's a YouTuber.
What his name
BGS and
GS.
BGS and more.
I ain't never heard of that, but I believe.
Wait a minute. You said me?
Yeah.
Because I only appear on this platform. So if you hear me on somewhere else, that means someone's reposting my stuff.
Yeah, somebody stealing.
Oh, I thought because I seen like the symbol that you have with the tiger, I think it is, like on your page.
With the tiger.
Yeah, like when you used to have like a lion or something.
Yeah, that was for the Lions Den though.
Oh, okay, because I seen that symbol on other platforms.
You may
I know what he probably talking about. Well, he talking about recommending watch channels or something like that.
Nah, late night channel for BGS, like the they call it on Saturdays. The platform for the guys on Saturdays, like around like 10 o'clock, 10, 11 o'clock it starts.
I'm gonna have to go check that out because somebody may be in copyright infringement going on.
right, because I ain't never I only appear on my own channel. So you telling me something new. Matter of fact,
this was like this was a few months back I had seen that symbol.
Can you send the link whenever you get off or whenever can you send Rick that link?
I don't know how to do all of that stuff. I just seen it one day. I seen it a few months back, and I thought it was him, but I don't know anything else. Like I really don't know.
what's the actual name so I can look it up right now?
BGS and more. IMBOR BGS.
You get what he's saying, Rick?
Wait. You gotta have to say that louder because it was sound. You were
BGS.
B is in boy.
Yeah, the B in boy, G in good, and S is in stop.
BGS.
and then it's okay. Let me look. I think I found it.
And somebody might be stealing content and we don't know it, or reposting it or something, and we just don't know it, you know.
Yeah, I know it was like BGS. Cause I don't know if you go to I don't know if you go to Tariq Nasheed platform though.
No. If anything, you might be talking about Professor Ken. Now, if you're talking about Professor Ken, I'm not Professor Ken. I'm Reek, REEK.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you may be talking about Ken. No, I'm not Ken. I'm Reek.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he thinking about the lines there?
Yeah, I'm thinking he's thinking I was Ken or something. No, I'm not Ken. I'm Reek.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about Pimpin' Ken?
Yeah.
I didn't know you was cool with Pimpin' Ken.
Yeah, that's who appears on the lines then on my channel. I mean, I do these lives, but if you check like usually Friday or Saturday, I'll post, me and him have a back and forth about whatever topic,
Oh, he's talking about that show that Pimpin' Ken got with his wife or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about. That show that premiere that comes on, and sometimes you have it on your
yeah, at the end of the videos and things like that.
Yeah, he's talking about that. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, man, I need to get his book, man. I need to get his book from Barnes and Noble, man, for real.
Yeah. You either get it from Barnes and Nobles, you can get it on Amazon, eBay. You got them all. Matter of fact, it's available everywhere. You probably go into Target and get it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you can go on his channel and get more information.
That too, because he has a channel on YouTube.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, if you seen that other channel that we talking about, then that was the channel you probably watching, and you just thought it was different.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm beginning the sum all this up of to think about,
Right.
And you're still in the right place too now, hey.
Right.
Oh yeah, man. I've been watching this channel right here for a few months now, man. I come in and come out, you know what I'm saying? I listen to, you
Yeah.
know, the last show I listened to, I think Lisa was on there hosting.
Oh yeah, the infamous Lisa Smith. Yep.
Right. We appreciate you coming in.
Going in.
We appreciate you coming in and tuning in, because that's what we try to do, man. We try to attract the young listeners, man. Not just the young, but anybody who's willing to come on and give us a call and let them hit your line and be able to express yourself, in a nice orderly fashion, and be able to try to make some get some kind of understanding. But we don't want you to leave the line, and not have no kind of understanding, no good direction of what you were set out to do when you pick the phone and decide to give it, drop your number, So
Right, man. Because there's a lot of buffoonery going on these YouTube streets. You know what I'm saying?
I noticed this other guy that called in not too long ago. And this is very well as may tie into pretty much the same subject almost, and to a certain degree, that young fellow that called in not too long ago, a few days back, it can almost coincide with that in so many ways,
Right. This is just kind of like a different aspect. I mean, both of y'all's young, but I want to say he was a little bit younger. He was 30. You're 36,
Right.
so
Mm-hmm.
his situation was kind of a lot different than yours. I mean, yours is kind of, I look at the aftermath of maybe a relationship that went a different route. His was sparking a
Right.
relationship and getting frustrated from not being able to spark a relationship. So
Right.
Oh man. Oh, okay. Now I see where you're coming from. Now,
But this is the kind of dialogue we need, man, for people to call in and so we can try to steer them in the right direction. And we don't always have the right answer, but we always willing to listen and try to get some kind of understanding that comes to, okay, well, create dialogue. We try to break this thing down and see what can be the best option that you may have.
yeah, to point you in different directions that, okay, these are some other options you may be available to you. Seek these out. That's essentially what we're trying to do.
Exactly. Because so many platforms be having like that buffoonery going on, and they ain't trying to help these young brothers out here. They ain't trying to give them no right direction to go in, man. They just talking about the women's day life and how they approach the situation. Maybe that guy don't got that type of energy or mindset that you have, and I don't really see no black male space for black men to have in dialogue with, because you can't catch this on CNN. CNN ain't talking about us. They're making it seem like we ain't nothing but predators, thugs, gangsters, drug dealers, whatever case may be. And YouTube is one of the biggest platforms right now. It's $1 billion business, and YouTube is like people not even watching TV no more. They always on YouTube, because you got that series on here. You got any information that you're looking to find is all on YouTube.
Right.
YouTube is so big. It's like it's outperforming the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so when you think about a lot of the major networks that used to be like the big three, what they call it, NBC, Fox, CBS, ABC, a lot of them got platforms now on YouTube to try to, they're not watching us here. Well, we'll go on the platform that everybody's going on, to try to get some traction.
Right. I seen that, and now CBS and all these other platforms is going live as well.
Right.
Exactly, because the news media and the news outlets and these other outlets, they losing the information first. Where they used to get it first, they can't get it first no more, because social media is getting it first. Everybody got cell phones.
Right.
So by the time the news get it, you didn't already saw it. So they still trying to catch up. In other words, we are here for the news networks for real.
Right.
They'll never be able to catch up to us like they did before, because of the cell phone. It'll change the whole new game, man.
Now let me
Yeah,
say
go
this.
ahead.
Heard about September 18th? Did y'all hear about September 18th? How they gonna start people for paying for talking to live now?
They're gonna start.
Do what?
Say that again.
Did you hear about September 18th? Are they gonna start having people pay just to chat into the live now? YouTube gonna start charging an extra fee?
No, I didn't hear about that. I'm about to look that up.
Yeah, September 18th. All your subscribers, the people who got renters and stuff like that, or like whoever want to chat into your comment section, they're gonna have to pay your fee.
Yeah, I mean, I could be up on a lot of things. That's one I haven't heard of. I know they're passing down a lot of
Yeah, because YouTube got the super chat, right? YouTube got the super
yeah.
chat that already take like 30% of your income. Now they're talking about adding another bill just to talk into the live chat or even the chat in the chat room. You're gonna have to pay just to chat in the chat room.
So essentially, what you're saying, they want to discourage people from even chatting in the live stream, or the live stream, because it's like, okay, you get charged if you say something in there. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, what I'm saying is YouTube getting money. YouTube getting money from the super chat already, 30%.
Right. Really, it's more than that. I
Now
want to say it's 45%.
right, right. Now they're seeing some platforms got like 500 people in the chat room or 1,000 people in the chat room. So YouTube is calculating everybody that's in the chat room and like, yo, you can make some money off of that because these people is getting money off of their platform through the donations.
Right.
So we want to
Yeah,
charge
but they get a percentage of that donation, though.
person fee.
Yeah, but let's because I know about how that super chat works. Okay, YouTube gets 45%. So
Right.
let's make it even. You essentially getting half. So say someone donates $100, you getting 50, essentially.
Right,
But all those donations you get, you still got to pay taxes on that once you cross over 1,000 threshold. So you're getting taxed on that
right,
on top of that,
Right.
right.
and you're only
It's
receiving half. So
it's
think about that.
it's the same thing, but they're listen. You said they trying to try to subscribing or something like that, you know.
Yeah, now they about to charge the subscribers. I think it's like on this one channel when you join that person's channel, they take
Yeah.
$4.99 out of the subscribers card or however they want to use it through PayPal, through Cash App or whatever. It's
Rick, you got a cash out?
No, that's one thing I ain't got. I ain't got no cash out.
Hey, you need to get the cash out, man. Where I can
Get it
you know,
Cash App.
that's what you need to do right there, because that way you'll be able to get all your money through cash out.
Cash App or get
Somebody send you a donation or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can get all your money on cash app instead of just, donating to that channel or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. But think
Right.
about it like this. I got a Patreon that's essentially like that. I just haven't put anything on over there. But I do got a Patreon. If y'all want to subscribe to that, you can do that too.
Yeah. That cash app a whole lot more convenient and a whole lot faster because most of everybody going to that cash app now.
Yeah, that's true.
More convenient and more, it ain't nothing for somebody to say, I'm gonna donate, so I'm gonna give, to this cash app, that's how a lot of them doing it. And for the content that we for the content that we put out there, it's fair to say that, hey, some people, people need to, donate or whatever,
Right. Now, what was you saying, James? Throw that in there real quick.
Because you got some, when you do it on your Patreon, you could be more raunchier. You could, talk freely how you want to.
Yeah, you won't get censored.
Like certain targets, like certain trigger words, YouTube could shut down your channel. So
Right.
it's good to have a Patreon too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been
charge $10, charge whatever you think is worth it, because the content is very valuable. So whatever you decide to make it as, it's good for your subscribers just to go on your Patreon.
That's true. Yeah, because it's kind of like a trade off. Like, yeah, you get so much information here, and you got so many people on, this platform. Then you could direct them for like, okay, this is the uncut. If you want to hear the uncut, go over to my Patreon and watch that. You
Right,
know,
right. So that's why when you on here, you only give them only so much. You don't give them a plethora of the information because they're gonna want more of that information if they're truly subscribers to your channel. So it's better if they want to get the watch to your stuff. Don't put that on the YouTube channel. Put that through your Patreon.
that's true. Now let me ask you something, James. Since you said you're 36, I mean you're damn near around the age range of the brother Mello that called in and spoke his piece. I don't know. I don't know. What was the last one you chimed in where you said you was pissed? Which live stream was that?
That was that one, I think.
It was?
That was Lisa, right?
Was it Lisa?
I,
I thought
I
it
think
was. I
Lisa
thought
was
it
on
was
there.
the one where the brother Mello called in because I had a caller
I
and
think so. I think so, but I didn't
That
catch
was the
what
last.
he was talking about, though. I didn't catch what he was talking
okay,
about.
okay. Well, Williams, I let you heard it. Kind of brief him on what he was saying, so we could see what his idea, what he was going through.
Well, basically, it seemed like he was kind of confused. He was talking about, and what basically wasn't no good females out there, and most like he just got dealt a bad hand. Every female he ran across was a devil, and they treated him bad, and you know he just had a bunch of little small, issues that was kind of like I could tell it was bothering him a whole lot, and he needed some kind of sense of direction. But it just seemed like he was kind of like misguided, or he might not have been guided at all. He was trying to figure things out on his own, and he was talking about he had run into a certain females, and he was I guess he would I wouldn't say put his heart into them, but he would expect for them to be 100 or whatever they say 1,000 or whatever, and they wouldn't they wouldn't live up to be that. You know what I mean? They would always end up juicing them out of the money or using them some kind of way, dissing them in some kind of way.
Yeah, I think, I like to say thank y'all, because that's how what my feedback on our brother and what he going through. Like I actually been down that road too, man. That's
Right.
like not having a father in the household, not giving them valuable tools about female nature. A
Right.
woman going to be a woman regardless of the fact, because your mom going to raise you up to be like, give girls flowers, give them candy, put out the chair for them,
But check this out though. He said him and his mom was on. They didn't really get along to a certain extent. You know what I mean? So it's and him and his dad, they didn't really talk as much either. So
So
I'm about to touch on that right there. Having a female, not having a relationship with your mom, gonna make you hate women. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Any woman that you come in contact with, you're not gonna like that woman because for the simple fact that your mother never probably hugged you, your mother never showed you, because your mom can't teach you how to be a man.
right,
Your mom wanted to do so much. So when you turn, I think every single woman, when their child turns a teenager, that they should give that child towards their father. That's just my philosophy.
right,
I was raised around women too. I was raised nothing but women, my mother, my sister, and my aunt. And
right. Yeah, but you also had you probably had uncles around you, or grandpa, or net, or people like that, male figures, father figures, around it. They was able to probably take you on their wing, or
yeah, to pick up the slack in certain areas. But it seemed
Yeah.
like he had like nothing. Like he said, he'd been on his own since he was
I ain't have no
18.
male role models. I ain't have none.
Right.
So my thing was this right here, though. Since I didn't have any male role models in my life, you get them female traits. You get them female tendencies. You be too over emotional. You think every single woman is bad because you only had only one long time relationship in your life. You never been on multiple dates. You jumped in relationships very quickly, not trying to get to know that woman. You had a kid by And then these are the bad habits of male traits. You know what I mean?
Right.
And thinking, especially in the black community, you know what I'm saying? Like the woman could be like at the bottom line. At the end of the day, these females really run the households because they are the first teachers when it comes to raising their boys.
So in other words, he didn't have, I ain't gonna say he didn't have, but he was lacking, nurture and nourishment, so a motherly love, you know what I mean?
Right. Right.
And then I'll let me add this too. On top of that, he seemed like his only, since social media been around, like he's only tuned into social media. Like, how do you meet women on social media versus actually going out and seeing someone like at the grocery store or the laundromat or wherever you may be. It's like they're cut off from that. Like, I don't know how to interact with women like that.
Right. And then another person chimed in, chatting in, and they was asking, like, what is your, morning consist of? What is your daily routine consist of? And he didn't really give a good positive answer on that either. So I came to the conclusion of it. The problem may lie with himself. You know what I mean? Exactly. He may have an issue with himself.
Right. Because he have a self-image problem. Like maybe he don't like his haircut, he don't like his skin, he don't like.
Well, not only that. It may be a hormone thing, or it may be where
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Where he just feel like we have some weak-minded sick people in our community, man. You know what I mean? Exactly. We've been through a whole lot, and we still going through a whole lot, and sometimes those we create certain outcomes in certain situations that we can't handle, and we confused,
But I look at a lot of things stem from our childhood. Like a lot of things that that was dysfunction within our childhood, we kind of carry it on into the adulthood, unless we converse with someone that was more versed in that area to kind of help you, guide you through it. Like, no, this is you should think more like this. This wasn't the only way that you was taught. This way you was taught was kind of wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then we got guys. We got this new generation with this the millennium cat that see, back in the day, our fathers showed us how to fix cars. Our fathers showed us how to fix things around the house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, it's like
hands on.
This, I want you to mow this lawn. I want you to cut these. I want you to trim these bushes that's out here in front. I want you to do this. I want you to paint this freaking house.
Right.
The whole this, this, or whatever the case may be.
Right.
These are the tools that we need to be men in our community. And since there was no men running the house, and all we had was females in the house, and all we heard was bickering and arguing 24/7, with the case may be. Not every home was like that. I'm gonna definitely say that though, but the majority definitely overrides everything else. You know what I'm saying? So these are the feminist traits, and especially like the foods and stuff that we eat right now, that's really not healthy for us. And like they're starting to say that some of them foods have supplements in them that do make you feminine. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you listen to like Dr. Sebi, or you listen to the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. He was touching on them type of things like that. And these guys want to date these little ratchet chicks that's only in their neighborhood. They need to go out. They need to go to the museum. They need to go to functioning. They need to go to are they having plays in that community? They need to go to the zoo. They need to find women that's high caliber women, because when you go for high picking women, it's like on the apple tree. You want to go for the good. You don't want to go to the ones that's rotting on the ground.
Right. See, that's what I was getting. Okay, he's like, I haven't met no good women. It's like, I'm just going to the clubs in my local area. I'm just going to the dive bars in my local area. Well, you're going to get the same type of group of women that are are
Right.
patronizing those places versus, like you said, if you go to a museum somewhere or you go to a mall that's on the outskirts of town or something like that, something that's totally different from your norm.
And then it's like, you know, we going to, you know, I hate to say it because it ain't always the case, but we can all say that, agree to say this about 95% of the case that, you know, you ain't just gonna go in no bar, no club to pull no wife out of there.
All right.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying?
Like they say, just keep it where you met her at. Never bring her home with you.
Exactly. So sometimes, you know, you got to change those, you know, you got to change. It's what you looking for out of life. And sometimes that's yourself here. You can look for the best woman in there, but you ain't up to that point. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to be up to that point to be trying to look for that type of female. You know what I mean?
Right. And I think the main one is getting rid of that pessimistic attitude. Like, all women are the devil. If you think like that,
Right.
even if the woman is a good-hearted woman, you're gonna have that idea in your head, and you're gonna like shoot her down every time.
That's right.
Right.
And then
That's like right?
Right.
He see the same when he do that first hit. He see the same person that he deal with every time he commit that act. So is this like that guy that was on the phone line? He sees every woman that hurt him the same freaking way. It's like it's a mental thing. It's mental. It's like it's embedded in him to see the same woman in her that he sees in every other woman. So what he have to do first? He have to do a mental process. He have to do a hard mental process and look inside himself and saying, I know a female nature, but what I'm going to do about this? You know what I'm going to do about this? I'm gonna work on me. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna eat better. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get my fashion up. I'm gonna get my spit game up. I'm gonna listen to this channel right here. Learn how to talk. Learn how to interact with people. You know. I'm not gonna get. You gotta have a not caring about what they do. They're gonna do what they do regardless of the matter.
If he ever want to be involved with a woman, you know, I suggest that he, you know, kind of, you know, change his ways a little bit, you know, maybe attitude a little bit, you know.
Right.
Yeah, he definitely have to do that because
you ain't gonna make it
a revolving door.
You know, you ain't gonna meet nobody that's gonna be no robot the way you want them to be. You know, everybody's gonna have their good and their bad.
Yeah,
you know
it's give and take. And if you're trying to have, and what type of relationship are you trying to have? Are you trying to, okay, I just want to hit it and quit it, or do I really want someone as my woman? Or I mean, you got to be honest with yourself first. You can't just be like, because he kept saying, yeah, I mastered the game and things like. I mean, you can't say you mastered the game if you having complications.
He ain't even mastered himself yet, so how can he master the game?
Right. And I mean, there ain't no knock, but I mean, that was just my assessment from him saying that. I mean, I know a lot of brothers try to pump themselves up big so they don't look like a certain way in front of other brothers, but I ain't trying to knock nobody. I mean, if you don't know something, you don't know something. I mean, I know some channels that knock people because of that, but you know, I ain't one of them.
We all weak to a certain degree, man, but you know, so you know, like you said, you're trying to knock about it, but you know, game, like Reed said about 10, 15 minutes ago, you can't always call it game when you don't know. There is no game when you don't know. You are the game. You are the playing board. They're playing on you. You know, you know, ain't no. You have people would just open it up with your wallet, you know what I'm saying? Because he want to buy her this, he paid his bill, and I'm going to take her out to the movies. I'm going to take her here. I'm going to fix her car. I'm going to buy her new furniture. You don't want to be no simp out here. There's too many simps out here.
Right.
Too many guys that simping out here, and these girls is looking at them like an ATM. But where is your deposit? Where is your deposit? What is she doing? What is she bringing to the table? Do she know how to cook? Do she know how to clean? Do she keep her kids up? Do she honor you? Do she submit to you? And these are the things that our black brothers are not asking. Well, not all black brothers, but the millennium guys are not asking these women. These women asking you as soon as when you need them. What is your how do your bank statements look? How do you what do you
And you know, sir, I'm gonna say this. You know, it ain't really good to look for nobody sometimes that person that you may be looking over, that same person that may be the one that's gonna really be in your corner anyway.
Right.
It may be somebody already in your corner that you just keep on passing them up. You know, it's everybody with somebody. It's somebody in that corner that you just ain't paying no attention to and try to holler, try to holler, you keep on passing them by looking for something else.
Oh man, you hit it right on the nose. You hit it right on the nose because we want these dying. We want this girl with this big old butt.
You looking for something? You looking for something? You finna get what you looking for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he don't want to build that four up though. He's looking at that four like, nah, you know, she don't got this, she got this, she needs in certain areas, so, but he don't want to recycle that. He don't want to learn how to recycle it. He don't want to learn how to build that woman up to his standards. You know what I'm saying? He's reaching out of his element.
That's right. I know a lot of us, man, that feel like, you know what I'm saying, we're not trying to get maybe this type of person or that type of person, and we got one that's in our corner that's always there and always there for us, and we just keep on overlooking, you know what I'm saying?
Right. But see, a lot of times that what comes into complications, because say they may have partners and oh man, you messing with her, she's all big, or you know, she's this or that. So then they fall to that peer pressure.
Right.
Exactly. That's the biggest thing, because he wants that trophy wife. You know what I'm saying?
Every time you get in the jam or every time you get in a tough situation, then she always there for you. You know what I mean? So and them be the ones that, you know, that people overlooking, you know, I don't want that. Like you said, she too big or this or that right there. But she in your corner every time. She's the one riding it out with you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
we look, yeah, we think that he probably had something good, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, overlooked it and then chose, you know, other you know, situations.
But let me look at it like this from his situation. He expressed like, okay, when I was 18, you know, I was in, from what he said, it seemed like he was in a serious relationship, but his guy, I guess crossed him and got with, you know, his female. So that must have hurt him. So he must have been close to someone at one point, and she basically double crossed him. So, you know, that jaded him from that. Like, okay, this woman did me wrong. My mother, she's not really on the right path. You know, I feel I should be, you know, feeling a certain way towards females now. So when he approaches a new female, it's not in the right mindset. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, the last female did me wrong, you know?
Yeah, but did you hear what he said after that, though, He said when he got 28 years old, he said he met her like 3 years later, the same girl that did him wrong. He met her when he was like 28 years old. And he decided to give it a try again with her, and she done him the same way again. What the fuck, man?
Oh, man.
And I asked him, like, did you even talk about what happened from the beginning? No, we didn't talk about that. So that means you must have been digging her so much, you just overlooked that. So that was kind of almost your fault again.
Right.
Yeah. He played on you once. Right. You know, that was crazy. I listened to that very carefully because it was very interesting, man. But, you know, it just, you know, and like I said, I ain't trying to pull no salt and no. But he was confused in a way, like, you know, he didn't know what direction to go in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I might as well. I know a dog going to be a dog regardless of the matter. That's the dog.
Right.
So that means I already know the dog is a violent dog. So I'm gonna go back there and stick my hand inside the gate again.
Right.
I must be a narcissistic, yo. Cause that's like dealing with like bipolar and being like a narcissistic within itself.
But this the thing though is issues like this is going on that we don't talk about. There's people going through these type of same old scenarios.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They need to figure out some kind of, especially the youth. You know what I mean? And then some of the old ones too. They ain't got to figure it out yet. They still trying to think they still young and bounce here and bounce there. And they, you know what I mean?
But think about it like this. I mean, I said it during the conversation, and I mean, I know some people may have took it as funny, but I was being serious because the way he was talking about women being the devil and all this, I'm like, you're talking kind of like how serial killers talk, you know?
Exactly. Because
you gotta kind of watch that kind of stuff, you know, because it leads to that, you know.
Because because they got a special. It's on Netflix. It's a Ted Bundy thing, and Ted Bundy was touching on that how his woman, he cooked for the woman, he did certain things, but when it came to sex, he was lacking in that department. And that's a big thing too. He was lacking in that department.
Yeah, but that ain't no excuse when you got a billion women out here on the planet. You know what I mean?
Right. It's someone that might like that, a small guy. So I mean, it might be that one out there. I mean, I ain't trying to be funny, but for real though.
Yeah, it's somebody for everybody.
Is it? And then they don't even know. They don't even know that the average height is 5'9" anyway, and the clitoris is only 6 inches anyway. So they like small dudes. See, but they don't do the research. They don't go to the library like the other gentleman has said, and they don't know about the female anatomy. You know what I'm saying? So what they have to do, they have to know who they are first before they enter a relationship or understand the female nature. They have to do a mental process. They have to break down who they are. And it's hard, don't get me wrong. I'm going through it. I'm finding out who I am as a man. You know what I'm saying? You have to find out who you are as a man. And if you don't go through any pain, you have to go through pain.
It's always somebody that's going through. But look, it's always somebody that's going through something worse. I can tell you some stuff that I'm going through right now to make your problems may seem small to me. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's the strength that you have behind it and be able to have the momentum and be able to keep pushing and push through it, man.
Keep pushing.
You know what I'm saying?
He get his little scabs. He only got like little scabs, and to get his freaking knee scraped up. It's just like when you fall off a freaking bike and you scrape your freaking knee. It's gonna freaking hurt, but did your dad pick you back up? No, your dad didn't, because your dad didn't baby you. Your dad told you to get your ass up and get back on that damn bike. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because essentially, when he was saying that, women are the devil, and man, what's the percentage of women are honest and all that? I'm like, well, then what is the alternative? Okay, you got this mindset. What's the alternative? Oh, are you gonna go to men? Because I mean, you can't straight say every woman is a devil. I mean, it's some good women out there. It's just the ones you've been encountering, or it's what you've been projecting, have been bringing these type of women to you.
We'll listen to that. We'll listen to your little pain, like especially back in the black community. We'll listen to your little hurt and to your little pain for a little while, and then we're gonna like, yo, my man, what the fuck are you gonna do now, my dude? What the fuck, yo? I'm tired of hearing this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Exactly. But
nobody don't want to hear that 24/7.
Well, you can't be no. I don't want to be no woman hater. I love women. You know.
Right.
I don't want to get to that point to where I feel like they're the devil and all that. Even though I might feel like they got some ways. Now we all got our ways, but to calm the devil and that's got to be that's a self problem. You're dealing with self, man.
Yeah.
You have your priorities. Your priorities in line first of all, and then you got to do personal inventory of yourself. So.
1,000% correct. You're 1,000% right. That's what happens. That's what happens when you're lackluster, when you don't have that man in the household, and nobody ever gave you the viable tools that you needed at it. Because you had to get your heart broken when you was younger, so you already know what to deal with when it comes to women. And he never got his little heart broken before when he was young.
Yeah, you had we all, I know I done had high school girlfriends and shit. I thought I was gonna do it the rest of my life here at one point in time. I know that, you know what I mean? You get a little older, you know it ain't gonna be like that,
Right.
It just seems like he may not have been in maybe with 1 or 2 relationships and just got done in and just said, oh, the hell with all of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking too. Like he never played like them valuable games before, like I go get it. You know what I'm saying? Doctor, like these are games that we needed to grow up, and these are the games.
Let me say this. Imagine the men out here in the world today, right? That go to work and work hard every day. You know what I'm saying? To come home and pay the bills and trying to treat their woman, the best they can. Not to knock them or nothing, but they do all this work and put all this work in. They don't know how to show affection.
Oh no, they don't.
They don't have compassion or the sensibility. Like, I ain't saying all men, but I'm just saying you got some men out there that just feel like or just think that, oh, I go to work and I pay the bill. That's all I gotta do. A woman has to be heard out. She got feelings. She's very emotional. She's very sensitive. You know what I mean? It's a lot of issues and a lot of shit that a man got to put up with just dealing with a woman. You know what I mean?
Right, but Williams, think about this. This is what I think what was, what messes with his equation so much. Because since he was 30, I look at it like almost his whole interactions, probably besides school, was through social media, because he's like, well, I'm on Facebook and females on Instagram and they be barely dressing, so he's looking at women as objects instead of like, okay, that rumor trying to get to know someone, like, okay, what do you like to do, versus like, oh man, she's showing her titties and all that, how can I talk to her? You're thinking sex when you're trying to get to know this person. It's like it on a race to get to know someone, because they're too objectified with seeing, oh man, she's barely dressed. Maybe that means she wants some sex. No, that ain't what she's saying. That could be that page could be for her, marketing, whatever she's doing, modeling, hosting, whatever they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna show it to them, man, you gonna get it.
Right.
That's this, because see, people want to escape. They want to use drinking as an escape. They want to use cocaine as an escape. Now you got some guys that be on their cell phone 8 hours, 9 hours, and it's corrupting their freaking minds, and they're trapped into this illusion that women are like this type, because they trap into that matrix. They trap into this cyberspace reality world or whatever the case may be, and that right there would make you lackluster, to not perform well, because all you do is be on your phone. You can take you a shit. You carry your phone with you. You carry your phone downstairs. It's like you don't have no interaction with the real world. And it's like he's lost right now, or maybe he's not lost, but maybe there's some reality, social world or social media thing going on with him. It's like some people actually need help with that, because if you're on your phone too much, or you play video games all day, and you freaking be on a porno site all freaking day and don't go out and don't know how to be socially awkward.
Right. Like Rick was saying earlier in one of the videos, I think it was that same video, people need to, start pulling up again. We need to start going in the community, and start, popping up and, going live or videoing or whatever out of the neighborhood or at the store or whatever, and communicate. All the old cars pull up and, people get out and start, socializing on a eye-to-eye contact basis, human contact basis, instead of everybody just going to Facebook now. Ain't no prove none of that stuff, jumping like it used to be back in the day, where everybody could meet up at, and you know what I'm saying?
Right, because like you said, like I said, like you see people walking down the street, be it female or male, glued in their phone, not even interacting with people, just walking past each other, just know what's up or anything, just looking in their phone.
I just lost a partner like that, man. He was on his freaking headset phone, and he actually crossed the street and got hit by a car, man.
Oh.
Yeah, ain't paying no attention. They have their headphone on, or they be in their iPhone, or be down the day.
Like, they don't even say hi to, like people don't even say hi to each other.
They don't even. It's so bad. It's so bad because they driving and doing the same thing on the highway. You can look at every other car, you can see somebody's cell phone lit up in their face, where they riding on the cell phone.
That's the biggest thing right now, because it used to be alcohol, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of car crashes, so that's why they made, like, you had to be, like, 18 or 21 to get your driving license, like, in the 70s or whatever. So now it's, like, texting and driving right now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they know that is a freaking law, and they still on their freaking phone, fixing their hair, putting on their makeup, or on their freaking phone 24/7, or even when you go to a restaurant, they take pictures of their food and post it on Facebook, and say they got a fucking free a fucking dinner with nothing on their fucking plate. You know what I'm saying?
If you meet a chick or whatever, shit, you got to have some kind of rule or ground or something to be like, hey, we need to cut our cell phones off and talk or whatever, because you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be, you know, disturbing what we got going on when we trying to talk about it or whatever, you know.
Right, because the key is to try to get to know each other. Now, okay, I just got an update off of Instagram or someone hit me up on
Right.
Facebook. No, that's taken away from the time that you're trying to get to know this person, actually know
Right.
them.
You talking to somebody and they got to keep on asking you, huh? What you said? How much you said? Because they head down on the damn cell phone. I don't like that. You know, talk to me. I'm putting my phone down and talk, communicate. You know what I mean?
Right.
There was a movie out back in the day where these two gentlemen, they both had cell phones. They was on a corner and they was actually like communicating with each other on the cell phone. Like even this day's time, I went to actually people's homes and they actually texting their daughter through their phone, like, you need to go do this or you need to go do that. How come you can't put your phone down and your daughter in the next room and tell her to go freaking clean up or take out the garbage? You texting your daughter to tell her to go freaking take out the garbage? Like, like, what the fuck is going on with this garbage freaking, or however you say the freaking word, with this freaking...
Yeah. They won't answer the phone when you call, but they'll text you back. Can't talk right now. God damn.
Right.
On the court.
You know?
Yeah, man. So I'm starting to notice that, and me right now, I'm just working on myself. You know, I go to church and everything like that. You know, I'm actually talking to a little chick right now. So everything, I'm just getting to know her, slow. It don't got to be about nothing. It don't got to be about sex. It don't got to be about that. Just a nice general conversation, like, how was your day? Like, how's the weather?
Yeah, that's what people need to get to back to, getting to know someone on a friend tip. Not being like friend zone, that's something totally different, but getting to actually know someone. If they really digging you, all the sex and all the, spending more time with each other will come. That will come. But you got to get to actually know that person and be like, man, can I actually deal with this person? Because you don't want to, okay, we together. We done had sex or whatever one time, but maybe she's a person that ain't into hygiene or something. You don't want to be linked with no female like that. Like, I don't believe in washing my cooch. Nah, baby, you got to get in there and make sure your stuff is straight all the time.
Yeah.
You stuck with her then, buddy.
Right.
You got to ride around for a minute, dude. You don't want to be able to get in that car too soon and buckle up and not know where you're going. You get in that car, you better know what you're doing when you get in that car.
Or if you have kids, they don't like your kids or something, or they don't like kids, or you got to kind of find out these kind of things. Because if you don't like kids and you got kids, that's going to be an issue. Because you ain't going to turn your seeds away like, nah, I'm putting her before, y'all. No, that ain't right. No, right. That won't work.
You got to see what she like and what she don't like. And she got to do the same thing about you.
Right.
So, and then even with that being said, sometimes it don't always work. But it's a motherfucker.
Huh.
I'm glad you called in, man, and shared the information that you had. I wonder who's out there in the chat listening in still.
Right. Oh, okay. Let me see. Tommy Wayne said, "Hey, Reek, I agree." Okay. I'm glad you agree, Tommy Wayne. Matter of fact, I haven't said it in a while because, a good conversation been going on. If you want to be added to the call, throw your number up there and I'll hit your line. You could join the conversation. If you've been out there listening, you kind of know the gist of what's been going on. And to the people that's listening to the replay, hey, this is how we do all the time. People want to call in, throw your number up, I'll put you on, and, we can get the conversation going whatever direction you want it to go.
Exactly.
James,
hit that thumbs up button too, y'all.
Yeah, James just said his phone died, but he said thanks to both of us for, I guess, helping him out in what he was going through.
That's what's up. I hope that we will some kind of help to him, and he can can take some away with him And I look at it like this. He already was on the right track. If he got all his evidence and everything he said he needed, receipts and stuff, he's already on the right track. He just gotta let time permit itself.
Right.
So shouts out to him.
Mm-hmm.
Hope he get together, and I hope anybody else that's listening and going through the same thing or something similar. Hey man, child support, y'all keep y'all receipts, man. Y'all buy anything, bubble gum, Pampers, whatever it is. If you spend that money, keep that receipt.
Right.
Log it. That's your only source of evidence that you're gonna have, because like I said, the system ain't really for us; it's for them women, man.
Right. The court ain't buying none of that. Well, I bought this. Well, what proof do you have? The receipt is the proof.
Exactly. So they want to see. We got to have that. We ain't got nothing else. Y'all, back in the day, they used to tell us, what I'm saying, take care of them till they look like it. Now you got a chance of having the receipt.
Right.
Back in the day, they ain't had to say nothing. They ain't had to do nothing but say, oh, that's my baby daddy. He was fucked up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So nowadays, we at least got a chance. Keep your receipts, man, and try to think smart and think ahead of the game, man, and don't always look at child support as a bad thing either, though, because sometimes, you might got to put yourself on there for the betterment or the better welfare of that child or the situation, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we got some people that just don't want to own up to their situation. So, yeah.
Right. But I know some people that went and voluntarily put themselves on without all that, because, the female might have been tripping or whatever, or they might have, just wanted to, might have felt in their best interest if they from around her, no contact or whatever. I just put myself on child support and take care of my kids, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever. So don't always look at it as a bad thing, but if you come from that system, then just, hey, keep your receipts, man,
Yeah, because I know there's some brothers out there that know that they got a sister that's, she's hardly making it, and, her would be what they want to call better half could have been contributing and is not. So, you don't want to hear about your sister going through no issue. So, it needs to be rectified, whatever way that, hopefully the courts can, solidify that. But hey, if y'all been liking this particular live stream, hit the thumbs up button if you ain't already did it. The thumbs up button is for y'all to get better placement for these videos. Once I post new ones, so that's essentially what that thumbs up button is for.
Exactly. If anybody out there can hear it for us, you out there and you still tuned in and still listening, if you like the conversation.
Right.
I know the volume might have been kind of off geared a little bit. I couldn't understand what he was saying at one point in time, but yeah, I got the message though, the content.
Yeah.
So
I mean, with us me restating some of the things that he said, I guess it would kind of give a better, more clarity on, what was going on.
Yeah, cause I remember he came in the other day and gave you a call or something, didn't he?
Yeah, he had said something in the comments. That's why I said I think it was, like you said, it was the one where he was on. Dude Mello was on that came in, but I guess he said he got to doing something else, so he didn't add to it. And like he said he posted the number, but like I said, a lot of times when you just post a number, it won't even let the number go through there. You got to spell it out,
Right. Yeah, it's been another good one. I kind of like the information that.
Hey, Mello, wait, Mello's in here right now. Matter of fact, Mello, if you wanna come in this conversation again, repost your number again, and I'll hit your line. Cause now you said you wanted to talk to someone else. I got Williams on the line too. I mean, the other time it was Shad that was in here. And it was me. But now you got Williams. You can actually talk to him, and you can. Since you said, I want to say you said I didn't really answer your question or whatever. Maybe you can get a different perspective from Williams that's up in here on the call right now. So if you want me to hit your line, just repost your number, or let me see. I don't know if I still got it locked in on my device or not. Let me check. But the people that said you're jaded was a lot of people that were kind of, privy to that conversation, listening to it. They felt you
Right.
felt some kind of way because
Right.
how you were conveying your thoughts.
Right. If you've been listening in, Mello, we've been kind of trying to give a little input on it a little earlier tonight too as well. So if you want to catch the replay too, if you ain't already been listening in, you know what I'm saying, you can see what we're talking about, what's going on, man.
Right.
If you got any questions, if you can't call in, we got any questions or anything, you still, hit the chat or whatever. But, you post your number and we can call you and take your number back down and nobody else will be able to get it.
Right.
I think that he's one of them, one of them brothers that's trying to, actually trying to, learn something,
Right.
Maybe trying to pick up where he lost off or something that he might not pick up on, but that's he keep coming into the channel, so that's a good thing,
That's true. Yeah, I want to say that he said he's finna post his number again, so I'm just waiting to see it come through so I can hit the line.
Yeah.
I know you said your phone was still charging, or not charging, but it died. But you still there, James, in the chat?
I don't know if he bailed out or what. I think he bailed out. Yeah, that child support issue ain't nothing to play with. It's serious when you get the system involved in your business and stuff, though,
Right.
So you got to kind of be careful of that and be aware of what you're getting yourself into.
Mm-hmm.
Before you decide to, make a baby or whatever with certain people,
Yeah, that's why it's important. You got to get to know who you're messing with.
Exactly. Women and men, So did he post?
It ain't posted yet. Remember, Mello, you gotta spell it out, because if you try to put the numbers in, it ain't gonna show up. So hopefully, I know it's probably a lot you gotta type in to spell it out, but I'm trying to hold on. Matter of fact, let me charge this device. It's trying to wanna do something.
When I sent my number, I just spaced it out. I just hit area code space, then my number, first three, then spaced it, and then the last four, and spaced it. I don't know why it wouldn't.
I don't know. You know how they send so many updates though. It'd be
Yeah.
they be doing new things. So I don't know. Because it used to be you could post your number and it would go through, but then it just stopped doing it. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, let me mute this. I gotta do something real quick.
All right.
Okay, hopefully y'all still there. I see some numbers of people falling off. Hopefully, you can post your number before. Okay, here it go. Let me hit that number. I hit your line. You still there, Williams?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Let me mute it so y'all don't hear this dialing of the number.
But the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye.
Dang, I knocked you off the call. Let me try it again.
All right.
Let me see.
I had to call you from my other phone or pick up the phone from my other phone. What up, though?
Okay. So what do you want to add? I mean, go ahead.
And I was saying like when I was like listening to the interview, a couple of my questions like they got answered, but I mean, who said I was jaded or something like that? Because I looked that definition up and it said a broken horse, and I'm like, I ain't no broken horse.
Broken heart. Jaded could be mean like you feel some kind of way, like.
I mean, yeah, I got broke down, but who said that though in the comment section? That's what I mean. I know people say stuff, but did a male say that? Because I can't even see a male saying I'm jaded. Because that's the reason why I wanted a dude's perspective. Because when you dealing with females, you dealing with all types of females. You don't know what type of female you dealing with.
That's true.
You could be dealing with a girl, she didn't got raped 30 times, and as soon as you meet her, you ain't no rapist. But you got to deal with that traumatic stuff, and you might not want to deal with that traumatic stuff.
Right.
But you might have a strong woman that thinks she gonna boss you around. You might not want to deal with that.
Yeah, but to me, that plays a role in getting to know an individual before you know what I'm saying, you get involved with them. You know, you got to date that person or court that person or, you know, go out a few times and see what's going on and how they see if their mentality matching the way you think, and you know what I mean? It's a lot you got to look for in the person. And normally, most of the time, they show those signs and symptoms, you know. Now, it's not always, but, you know, you pay attention and you in it long enough, you pretty much, it's like this right here, you know what I'm saying? You pretty much know when you got a crazy ass female or not. She pretty much knows she got a crazy male or not after so long.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
yeah,
go ahead.
I get what you're saying. Like, far as I'm saying, like, I've been talking to this one female, and I can't really talk to her like that because she want to know where I stay at. But she gave me a hint to tell her not to tell her where I stay at, because she said she like to pull up to people's houses and act crazy.
Yeah.
I said, well, I don't want to let her know where I stay at. You feel me?
Well, if you don't need to involve yourself with no chick that's gonna be crazy. She telling you she's crazy.
She crazy.
But see, that's the red flag right there. I mean, when someone tells you something, believe them. Believe that.
Yeah, it's a red flag because I was supposed to pick her up, and then I guess I was like 10 minutes late, and she got into it with some people at McDonald's. She said she was gonna start busting little weird stuff. I'm gonna start busting at you.
Oh,
so I put her on the block list. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you did the right thing. That sounds like a sign of trouble there, my friend.
Yeah, and I ain't looking for that. It's just, you know, you don't know what you're running into. So if I was to get a female perspective, it'd have to. See, females is all over the place. They don't know if they want to be dudes. They don't know if they want to.
But wait. Let me play devil's advocate, because I hear what you're saying, but not all females are like that. I mean, if you running across types like that, that's just the types you run across. But not every female's like that.
I think it's more bad than good, man. Like, to be all the way honest.
You know, sometimes that might be a problem within yourself, though, too, individuality, because, you know, pussy, man. You gonna get some pussy or you ain't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hate to say it like that, no disrespect, but you know what I'm saying? You just can't have that mentality and think that, you know, all women gonna be gonna be the same because he was treated a certain way or because they act a certain way. Because you got females in this world, man, that, you know what I'm saying? What I'm getting from this is, you probably need to just, you know what I'm saying, not look for a female. You know what I'm saying? Just try to get to yourself for a little while until you can, you know what I'm saying, get yourself together and realize what you really want out of life. Because you ain't gonna meet no female gonna be, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna everything you're gonna like about her. There's gonna be some shit you don't like about her, there's gonna be something you don't like about her. That you do like about her. So I mean, you ain't gonna find that perfect one out there. So what we do is we try to find what's compatible to us. And we try to make that work, you know what I'm saying? But it's easy to say that all women bitches and all of them this and all of them that.
I say all of them, but I'm saying like...
over majority or, you know what I'm saying, a certain percentage of them, because we don't know that. You know what I'm saying? And then, man, where I'm at, the tore the whole city down. But where I'm from, man, it's like that everywhere. But what I'm saying is, it's also women out here, man, that's it's like two or three women, man, to one man out here. You know what I'm saying? You got so many brothers popped up and in prison and incarcerated. You got women that's literally begging and literally looking for a good man.
Okay, so let me ask you this: in your lifetime, have a girl ever like took your confidence, like said something to you the wrong way, and you took that the wrong way, or it kind of messed with you? That ain't never happened to you?
I done had one hurt my feelings before and tell me all kind of shit, but they ain't took my confidence. You know what I mean? Because that's something. That confidence is something.
Ain't your feelings a part of your confidence?
Yeah, but see, at the same time, that's self too, though. Am I gonna stay down in this slum and let what this motherfucker said take me down, and I'm just gonna, oh, she said this about me, I'm gonna say what I got to say too and keep it pushing.
Right.
You know, it's all right for you to feel what you feel. I'm gonna feel what I feel.
Right.
You might not even talk to them. It's just they just got that. If they shoot you down.
Yeah, But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Now take my confidence, no. You know what I'm saying? Now, say some low-down, dirty shit or some shit that might hit home or might hurt me a little bit, yeah. I done had that happen, but for me to sit there and say all of them like that, I'm a human, I got feelings too, so of course I done had a woman hurt my feelings before. And I'm pretty sure I done hurt women's feelings before. You know what I'm saying? But it's a point in time where, you got to get over it and keep it moving,
Yeah.
If it's a mistake that you made and you hurt that individual and you think back on it and be like, damn, I really hurt her feelings, or I really, I shouldn't have said what I said or whatever, you can't take it back. But all you can do is, ask for forgiveness and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of life, man.
Yeah, and
everybody.
My question was about it was just about missing. You feel me? That's all. You
don't want to meet somebody that's gonna dance to your music and agree with you all the time. You want a little competition with somebody that's trying to show you some resistance, or you know what I'm saying, somebody that has some morals and grounds and boundaries about something. You don't want to meet no woman that's gonna go for anything. You tell her to drop her jaw, she's gonna drop her jaw just because you said it right now. You don't really want that for real,
I do.
No. Wait, hold.
I'm just saying, why would I want a chick that don't do what I say?
No. Wait. Back. Let me intervene on this one. Okay. You want someone that do anything you say, just basically like they're a dog, essentially what you're saying. That's how you making it seem like come. No, that's what you're saying. Like, come, Bowser, come, the dog, come. Go bring me my paper.
But I see. It ain't like that.
Yeah.
But I ain't saying it like that. I'm just trying to say, like, some of them need guidance. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Everybody can stand some guidance and a little education every now and then. Don't make them a bad individual or whatever.
But I look at it, that's a two-way street. You can't just say you're giving them guidance. How you said you're giving them guidance. How?
Like this. Like if I'm talking to a girl out of town, like, for instance, I'm talking to somebody in Louisville or something.
Right.
And we talking, and, I got her, and she just had a baby type shit. Then, like a little situation, like where I got in a wreck. I was supposed to come down there, and then I got in a wreck. So It probably took me like another month to get down there or whatever. Because I had to grab another car. This Baldwin got pregnant. and she wants, if with her getting pregnant, she want me to still be with her. Okay, so I hit her with, I need some money. You just let this nigga put his dick in you? Okay, I need some money. Other than that, we can't talk about that. The little weird devil stuff, like that, like I just had to, and you know, I had to keep it pushing because you can sit up there and lie to me, and I told you what to do. I told you to get a job, woo. I was gonna help you with your rent, whatever. You just need to get a job because you stay with your grandma and you don't do shit, but you want to go get pregnant. You know what I mean? Like,
then you got to ask yourself the question: why would you want to put up with somebody that's like that?
But you got to think about it like this: my guard mechanism is up. I already dealt with that. So if she got pregnant on me, I already thought in my head she was gonna get pregnant because I'm used to trifling shit.
Oh, okay. Well, wait a minute. So it's almost like you're willing some drama to come into your life. I mean, yes, shit happens. Yes, shit happens. Yeah. But you can't be like, okay, since this shit happened, now the world's over. Now I gotta be more feeling some kind of way. No, it's like, okay, that just means the world telling me I gotta move and shake to somebody else if this ain't gonna be up to my standards. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then this broad like miles away, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect no relationship like, you know, not really like that. You know what I mean? And unless you already know that individual or whatever.
I mean, I knew him. That's what I'm trying to. I mean, I knew him, but the situation was like, what are you trying to do on your end? Like, I got the money on my end. Like, what are you trying to do to help yourself out? Or you just trying to sit in this house and let your grandma take like $500 from you every month?
The thing about that is you can't make them move how you want them to move. You know what I mean?
And then they want you to hear their problems all day. That's a headache.
That's a choice that you making though.
Nah, I mean, yeah.
That's it. All boils back down to you as an individual. So you got to have some kind of ground, some kind of, you know what I'm saying, point to where you stand on and say, well, look, I don't want this type of female, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing this type, and it come a point in time when you got to, you know what I'm saying, pick yourself up too to put for your morals and standards too. You know what I'm saying? You can't just settle for anything though. You know what I mean? You just can't meet a girl online and feel like, oh, I'm gonna tell her to, you know, maybe just get a job or do this and do that, and then expect for her to do it. You know, that it don't work like that.
I mean, it was emotional. It was just.
A lot of stuff in motion, but you know what I mean. You see it, you know. And
I could have kept talking to her, but she ended up getting pregnant by the same baby daddy that she was dogging. You feel me? And
it seemed like to me, man. She, you know what I'm saying? Either she trying to play you for something, or
I play her because I got the money from her. I play her. I didn't give her no money. When I came down there, I got the money. So I did all the playing. That's what I'm trying to say. You feel me? But just because I was doing the playing don't mean I wasn't trying to lead her in the right direction. Right. Like, it wasn't like she just gave somebody some money off the street. Like I was caring type stuff. And but it was just, you feel me? Like,
she might not have been that type of female. She might have been just what it was. You know,
she was one of them females that was just like a very sexual female. That's how I knew she was gonna get pregnant. You feel me? Because that's how, you know what I'm saying? She was just you know how females are different. You feel me?
I don't know I'm different, but I really don't understand I don't understand where you with the moral of the story. I mean,
yeah, because
that they ain't shit.
No. Let's back. What type of female are you looking for? That's the whole thing. Which type are you looking for? That's what it really boils down to. What do you really want?
Shit, I told you, somebody just go to work and come home. You feel me? For real.
So you thought she was gonna just go to work and go home? Is what you saying?
I mean, some of them do.
No, the one that you just mentioned. That's the one I'm talking about.
Nah, she sit on her ass all day.
Okay, then what were you looking at her? What were you looking for out of her? Is what I'm saying.
I mean, I seen some good in her. You feel me? I went in her location to be around her every day. So I guess I could exploit the good.
You was looking for her to change.
I wasn't really looking for her to change. You feel me? I can't really change. I ain't trying to change. I mean, I ain't gonna change somebody that. See, this is what I'm trying to say. Like this. What I'm trying to say is this though. I didn't call, like, I caught her. I don't believe in none of the little signs. Only signs I really believe in is that Gemini sign. Like, I don't really get along with the females with the Gemini sign.
Yeah.
And you feel me? She was a Gemini.
None of that really matters to me right now. I'm just trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying? You know, you online right now. You live, you talking to the world. It's women be listening in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's put yourself out there and let them know what kind of female you're looking for. Hey, you such and such, and you know, the world listening to you now. You know, put yourself out.
I said somebody just go to work and come home.
No, but see, you're exhibiting something totally different. I mean, I understand Williams. You want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but Mello, man,
Yeah.
what you just said, what went down, like I got the money out of her. You just was looking for someone that was a mark. You just played her like she was a mark.
That's how y'all taking it. That's how y'all taking it. Now, if you give your little $200 up, is you the mark?
Nah, but if you trying to con somebody, then you gonna always.
Nah, I wasn't trying to con nobody.
But you said
how am I trying to con somebody like I'm some dumb dude or something?
No, not trying to con like that. But you said you got $200 out of it. So in other words, I don't want to use the word played, but she gave you the $200, you know. So you didn't lose, you did gain. So I mean,
I lost though, because that little 200 wasn't nothing. You feel me?
It was more than what you had.
I mean, it was more than what I had, but what I wanted was that ain't nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you taking it. I'm taking it as in like I'm looking at it from a player's perspective. Y'all looking at it more from a female's perspective.
No, I'm looking at it for what you were doing. That's all I'm looking at it for. What were you trying to gain? That's what I said.
I was just telling y'all some details that went along with the story.
Well, first of all, what I got is the girl that you wanted to talk to or whatever. You sent her you told me going to see her. You got in the car accident. You couldn't make it down there. When you did make it down there, she gave you $200. But I don't understand what happened after that.
I mean, we was already talking. You said that we were talking. They were supposed to
spread me after that, and then what? You cut her off, or y'all still talking? Or
nah? What had happened was when I went back to Ohio, just like he said, like I can't be talking to people like long. It was like a long distance thing,
right?
And she ended up getting pregnant, and she called me one day because we had then stopped talking. When she called me, she was like, "Guess what?" And then I just said it to her, like, "What? You pregnant?" And then she was like, "Yeah." And then that's how that happened. Now, just because that don't mean that I was just talking to her, you know what I'm saying? It's just meaning like some of them do like little bad stuff. You know what I'm saying? And
okay, now let's back it up. You said not to say that you wasn't just talking to her, so you had other people you was talking to too.
Yeah. I mean, like I wasn't talking. I mean, I was in motion to talk to other people. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm having a dude conversation with y'all. You know, I'm not having no female conversation with y'all. So y'all ain't talking to Brian McKnight. You feel me? Or
right?
You feel me?
Well, you talking to us, but
yeah. But what I'm saying is like y'all trying to make it seem like I'm the bad person here.
No, I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm trying to get clarity, and I ain't trying to talk to you like how no female. I'm analytical.
You 200? Y'all don't what? So y'all don't want no girl that got her own money? That's what I'm trying to say though.
Yeah,
that ain't what I said. That's what you're assuming.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Right. Ain't nothing wrong with that, you know.
And but y'all called that out.
But I'm trying to see where you're going with this, because you saying that everything all good.
Nah, wait, that's just a part of me missing. That's just a part of me missing. That's what I'm saying.
She is a part of you missing.
That situation is a part of me missing.
The situation,
example.
The situation of the female. That's what I'm trying to distinguish.
I was just giving you an example of me missing.
You kind of losing me on that one. I can't get no.
What I mean, like, I'm just trying to say, like, just like when I had the conversation like a night or two ago. When, I don't know if his name was Rashad.
Yeah.
He said I can't. He said you can't linger on. You can't linger on stuff like that. That's what I got out that whole conversation. He said you can't linger on stuff like that. You got to keep it moving.
If you got one female ain't willing to do what you ask her to do, and she ain't looking for what you want her to look for, then find the next one. You know, it's a million out there. It's somebody out there that will do what you say to do. You got some of them out there that
they ain't got to necessarily do what I say, dude. I mean, it ain't like us some drill sergeant stuff. I'm just trying to say, like, if you in a relationship, the man I'm talking to on the phone, if you're in a relationship, why wouldn't you want a female that when you say do something, do it?
Yeah, you want that.
I'm saying I wouldn't want someone that's totally doing. See, you're misinterpreting what I'm saying. Someone that's like, okay, just like in Coming to America when Eddie Murphy's like when he first was gonna get married in the movie, and he said, "What do you like to do? Whatever you like. Oh, do you like doing this? Whatever you like. You like."
See, I'm telling you, y'all don't have no chick like that. Come on now.
Nah, I don't know. Everybody different though, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the situation. The situation is what do you want? Because you having the situation where you can't, you know what I mean? Where you having the issue. I'm not having the issue. I'm trying to be assistant to you to be able to help you and enlighten you on what I can help you with. But it seems like we're just going around in circles, and I can't really get no further.
What is we going around circles about, though?
No, because I mean, I don't see. Are you still trying to get with the chick, or you not? Are you with her? Or, you know, yes, or you just giving an example of how?
I was just giving an example.
Oh, okay. So you done moved on to something else then?
Yeah, I like that chick in the trash. I was just giving you an example. Like that's all I was trying to say. Like as far as like I was trying to give you an example of a situation where. That's all. You get what I'm trying to say? I know that all females ain't bad. I just think it's more bad ones than good ones. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, but, you know, it's a big old world out here, man. You know, it's a lot of good ones and bad ones, man. You know, I can't say if it's scale even or not, though. You know what I mean?
But somebody older than me had told me. He said if you don't want to get in the game, then don't play it. Then he said that.
It's a game, but it's life too, though, man. It's what you want out of life. Yeah. It's all bad out of what you want out of life. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get yourself in your own certain priority before you can try to, you know what I'm saying, worry about looking for a female. Now, the advice I would have personally to give you is, you know what I'm saying, stop looking and just, you know, focus on self. You know what I mean?
Right.
Then you'll get that one or two that will come across and start. You know what I mean? But once you start, you know what I'm saying, paying attention to yourself, man, and start studying yourself and taking personal inventory of yourself, then you will have, you know what I'm saying, more attraction maybe with the females or whatever. Not saying that you ain't getting attraction, but self plays a big part of, you know what I'm saying, of what you're dealing with, you know. Because sometimes you might just be feeling like you're feeling, but it might not be it. It might just be what's going on inside you. It might be females that want to give you some play, but it might be like, damn, there's something about him that, you know what I'm saying, it might just be your self-esteem or your confidence a little bit, like you said, you know. So I was started trying to build my confidence back up, you know, and never let nobody take your confidence, man, you know. It's like taking your balls and your words, that's all you got, man, you know what I mean? Don't let nobody that from me, you know, females won't, you know, talk about everybody, talk about everybody. That don't matter at the end of the day, is knowing who you are. And once you get a sense of who you are, then you're able to, you know what I'm saying, have a better outlook on the world, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So my advice is, you know, stop looking for these females. If you feel like they ain't no good to you or nothing like that, you know, you'll run across that one that's really interested in you and shit, and you will know it, you know what I mean? See, a lot of times we be searching for females, and it's always that one that's in our corner the whole while. You know, you overlook it. You know she there, but you just overlook it, you know what I mean? Yeah. She might be the one that's really for you, but because you done overlooked and you trying to get with, you know, Becky or somebody else that's, you know, a model or something like that, it ain't gonna always work like that. You know? Yeah. Love's strange, man. Love comes strange. You never know how you're gonna find it, man, you know. But I would just say, you know, just don't look for it. Just let it come to you, man. If it's genuine and it's real, you know, it pretty much come to you, man, and you'll know it, you know. So and I know, I don't, you know, it's an awkward situation because I ain't really never been in a situation like that. But you said you ain't never been, so you ain't never been in a situation in your life where you was missing and you got frustrated. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I got frustrated listening, but that's what I'm basically trying to say, though. Yeah, I done been like frustrated, you know, plenty of times. I get frustrated now in situations, you know, but it's all about how you handle them too, though, you know. once you take time to start analyzing the situation, then you can get to the root cause of the problem. You can see what's going on, you know.
Yeah.
So sometimes it ain't always good to be so judgmental about somebody else when, you know, you got to look at yourself. I can sit here and be judgmental about you all night long, but, you know.
I ain't really, see, I'm being judgmental, but
I
the area that I'm in, I'm not the only dude to think like that. That's what I'm trying to say, though. It's like we got a bunch of stuck up chicks with their head in the air, and hello.
You right, but you know
I'm talking about the area I'm in.
Right.
Of the United States, it's just a bunch of chicks with their heads in the air, and you
got chicks like that everywhere you go, man. It ain't just in one state.
Yeah. I heard that before too.
Yeah, it's everywhere you go, you're gonna find, you know.
I just thought I was just in a hot area where most of them had their heads stuck up.
Oh. You know, they're everywhere, man, but at the same time, it's just that one that, you know, that you're trying to find for yourself that's made for you, you know.
Right.
You know, so, you know, I'll let Rick put the closed caption in on this one because, you know, I don't know, I don't have really too much more advice to give other than, you know, just try to, you know, take personal inventory of yourself, and, you know, that true love it may come, and you may got to make some changes within yourself, and, you know what I mean, in order to attract that certain individual, that certain lady or whatever, you know. So, you know, yeah. I ain't saying your game ain't good, but sometimes you might got to step it up a little bit, because the people in the world ain't changing, the people in the world changing.
That's true.
You know, sometimes you got to just, you know, get with the program or pick your A game up, they say, you know.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. So jaded. So what's jaded supposed to mean? Somebody said I was jaded or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea about that.
I was asking
Reed.
Yeah, or somebody said I was jaded, or I don't know.
So you said you looked up the definition of jaded, and it said what?
Broken horse. I'm like, who said this? Like, I just got on there and just said how I think. You feel me? The way I think, maybe I do need to think different. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know,
it ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what we here for, man. You know what I'm saying? To try to help you and guide you in the right direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, ain't no kind of shun, no game.
All I know is jaded. Jaded means it's multiple definitions depending on where you looked it up. But jaded means it's like you feel some kind of way about, like, basically how you were saying about females. They're all the devil. That's a certain way you feel. Well, that's what you said on the last thing. You said
I said most of them.
Right.
Okay, most of them are like the devil. That's the same thing as saying like all of them was like the devil.
Right. You know,
that'd be like how some females say, "Oh, niggas ain't shit" or something like that. I mean, not all niggas is like that, but if you put a general on it, you know,
yeah, the niggas that they choose to open their legs to, yeah,
you know, hey, but you know, it's different strokes for different folks, man. So you know, you got to find that one that you looking for, or let her come to you. And like I say, man, I wouldn't recommend you look for nobody right now. I just recommend you try to get yourself together, and you know, maybe that one will come along. If you keep trying to look for somebody, you might not find the right one. Let them come to you.
Right.
You
it's
know?
the one that like you, not the one that you like. The one that you like, you can't have.
That's right.
Right.
And we like a lot of them, but you know what I mean? Which one that's best for you? You can like a lot of them, you know, but which one that's going to be best for you, you know?
Yeah.
Through thick and thin, and you know, through sick and well and healthy and all that stuff, you know.
Yeah,
but I can say that while they're young and moving around and feeling good, but you got to find that one that's gonna really ride with you down that long road for real, though, you know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
But you know,
I mean, y'all probably, you know what I'm saying, comfortable, and y'all probably got y'all confidence up. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't. Once you understand self, it ain't really about confidence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once you understand self, and you know, it starts with self and taking personal inventory of yourself and looking at the wrong that you may have did, or you know, putting your priorities in line. I say it like that.
Yeah.
You know, Sometimes you might have your priorities in the wrong direction.
I just look at it like this. You know how you hear people talk about they sell confidence and all that kind of shit. I don't believe in none of that shit. You ain't no selling confidence. You just look at different areas in your life where this word confidence is not a thing. Like just like you were saying in the last one, you were saying I've been traveling a lot. Well, some people got a issue with traveling, like, oh, I don't even like to leave my hood or something like that. Some people have issue with that. It's about stepping out on faith. Like, man, I'm gonna go over here. I want to kick it over here. I'm gonna give me a hotel room over there and go do that over there.
That's the thing. Like I've been traveling a little bit this summer, and whenever I get out of my area, I'm having a high success level. But when I go back to the area, you know what I'm saying, it really ain't. It's just the same old. So I got that out the conversation. Like maybe I need to travel around.
Or even relocate. I mean, if that's the big thing with you, like, man, this is how I need to put my funds together. I like this area over here. Maybe I might have to see something about relocating to this area. Let me stack up my chips high enough where I could get something going, or next time I go over there, see where something's prospect where I can maybe get a gig or do my thing over there and find some reasonable housing, and I move around that way instead of being in this area that's gonna keep having me on this negative tip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I understand you.
Let me read this comment when he came in. Thrash God Vegas said good game. And then I think there was Zuvi came in and said any comment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going back to
like when we had a conversation, I had went out, I guess, Caucasian female, she wanted me to meet her somewhere, so I met her somewhere, and she was telling me, like, she was going through a divorce, and she was telling me, like, her dude is racist, and she was just telling me, like, how she was going through her divorce, and I asked her, did she got a lot of male friends? And she said she had a lot of male friends. And I told her, like, far as, like, I'm not going to be your friend because I don't want to be in that category. I don't want to get put in the same category as your 20 friends that you can call anytime. You get what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. So, you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, keep going. Keep going.
So maybe that's why, you feel me, I be missing sometimes because I can't. That's what I'm trying to talk about. Like, it ain't that you got to follow my program, but I don't want to follow your program neither. Like, I'm cool with you. Me and you just start talking, but you got like 10, 15 friends you can call anytime. So they're like, I don't know, you can probably just talk to them, you know what I'm saying? Or I didn't necessarily say it like that, but, you know, I don't really want to be nobody's friend. I got about 15 male friends.
Yeah, but see, I mean, I wouldn't take that so much to heart where I'm feeling like, oh, well, she got this many other dudes. Well, if you're really the one and she's really digging you, she's gonna drop all them other people to mess with you exclusively. But she got to prove that. You don't got to prove that. She got to prove that.
That's right.
Right. And I left it on a positive note. I didn't say nothing bad, but I didn't call her.
Yeah. Well, when you said she had a racist boyfriend and all that, that was a really
racist husband.
Yeah, so that's them red flags there you need to pay close attention to, man. You know, my advice, man, just stay off the social media, man, and
It wasn't even on social media though. Somebody hooked me up with her though.
Yeah, man. You got to just, stay off.
But I look at it like this. I mean, they hooked you up. They know she was already married or got a husband or whatever. So was it just you just trying to hit something? If you're trying to hit something, then that ain't nothing.
See, I'm in a position where I'm on some, trying to further myself in life. It ain't just about no to me, you know what I'm saying? It's just like where your mind at, what we gonna do in the future, what kind of connection is we gonna have, like far as on the spiritual side.
Did you know she was married?
I didn't know she was married until I got there. You feel me? He
didn't tell you that. I mean, that's the key part. If you said this is what you're looking for, though, that's the key part. That's the key part right there.
Yeah.
I said what I was looking for as far as what, though?
I'm saying if your partner hooks you up and he knows what you're already on, like if you're on this up and up like you saying, then that wouldn't have been the right fit off jump is what I'm saying.
Right.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, he trying to hook you up with somebody who already married. That's a red flag. Being racist on top of that, you finna get killed, man.
Right. Looking over my shoulder.
Yeah.
But and on another note, if you were just looking to hit something and that was the case, then
I'm not
that
looking to
wouldn't.
just hit
No,
nothing, though.
no.
That's
But
the
what I'm
thing
saying
about it,
is,
though.
if that was the case, that would be okay. But if that wasn't the case, of course that ain't okay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, like, you know, I just like y'all say, like, I want more out of life than just to hit something. But of course, something. But I ain't like I'm at the point in my life where, you know what I'm saying, I want a relationship than just hitting something. Of course, that's a part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that only God knows who control the future, man.
Right.
You know, like who's to say who you might get? You know, I can't speak on that because I don't know.
But that, I mean, like William said, and like I'm saying, improve self. If your area is putting you on this mindset, like all these females around my way are stuck up or whatever, but wherever you were traveling, you were having, like you said, you were having a higher success rate. Pick one of them areas out the area and move to that area if it's stressing you that much. Because I mean, you can't change anybody. That'd be like a female that's on nothing thinking she's gonna change you. You know that ain't gonna happen. You ain't gonna change me to thinking like whatever. So it's vice versa. You ain't gonna change them from thinking the way they're thinking. So that means put yourself in an environment where, you know, like you said, you have a higher success rate, less stress, and you know you can carry about whatever you're trying to do.
Right. I get what you're saying.
So
I get what you're saying. I just in my head, like, it's just in my head, and dudes where I'm from, it's just we don't think we feel like female. We just got a bad batch of females, and they ain't shit. So I'm not the only one that thinks like this, even though I'm thinking for self. It's just I could be with one of my dudes, and you know, they could say the same thing, and I could be thinking the same thing in my head, but I keep it to myself.
We all can say the same thing, but we all know, you know what I'm saying, that it ain't all women ain't like that though, man.
No, they ain't like that, but look at it like this: if it's one dude shining,
right?
The same 10 girls gonna fuck on the same dude, and it could be 9 other dudes, but he might not be in that position, and they all fuck on the same dude.
Yeah, but
you feel me?
You can't worry about that same dude, because that's the way that's the way the game go though, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was just saying though, like in general, like I ain't hating on nobody else's game, but that's.
You're gonna have females. You're gonna have female mess over dudes. You're gonna have women, males mess over females. Ain't nothing we can do about that. You got to find that balance within your own, you know what I'm saying, existence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, and ain't no stopping that. You know what I mean?
And sometimes it might not be in your same age range, because what you said, you 30, you might have to find someone that's maybe 40, 41, or I mean, if you down for going down lower, if they like 22 or something like that, someone that ain't in that same type of mode is what I'm saying of what you've been seeing.
Chicks in their 40s be in that mode too, though. Like they be on that weird stuff too.
Well, see, that's starting to, and I hate to sound, you know, that's starting to make me seem like it's more of an individual problem than yourself, though. And I hate to say it, be controversial, but I'm just trying to be honest as I can. Can I be honest with you?
It might be. You said
I think that might be a problem in yourself, man, because, you know, we all know that. I know that you said, you know, all of them ain't like that, but the majority and all that, I can't find that truth.
I guarantee you, if I got a camera, and I don't know, it might be true.
I can almost guarantee you if that issue is lying within yourself, man. You know, I don't know. I ain't. You know, I ain't.
I mean, I already acknowledged it was an issue. Like I never did. I never did acknowledge it was an issue. All I was saying was, in my opinion, the females ain't shit, especially black ones.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then you might not think like that. But in my mind, I didn't came across too many that ain't shit.
But listen,
you feel me?
But listen though, in your mind, in your opinion, That's the way.
It ain't just my opinion, though.
That's
It's
right.
not just my opinion. It's other guys that think like me too.
Yeah, but we talking about an individual right now. So we talking
Yeah,
about
we're talking to you right now. We ain't talking to everybody else. That'd be like saying we the police and we done caught you with dope. This dude got dope over here. No, we talking about you right now. That got dope.
Right. Well, I'm trying to get you to see, you know what I'm saying? It may not be a problem within the females. It may be a problem within yourself. If you the one looking out and ain't being able to get with the right female, then it might be the situation. You might need to step back and say, hold on, let me see what I'm doing wrong. You know what I mean? It might not be all bitches ain't, all women ain't looking up.
I mean, I stepped back and did that, and what I analyzed was, you know, should I just be a dog and just not care? That's when I stepped back and analyzed it.
Well, someone want you to be a dog and not care. Someone wants you to hit it and get the hell on. You know,
but I don't want it. But I'm not hitting and getting the hell on. Like it's not that type of party with me. Like I just don't want to have no sex with no broad. You feel me? Like
you want to have sex with then a man? You don't want to have no sex with a broad?
Nah, it ain't even about that neither. Like what? It's about the bread and everything. It ain't about no gay stuff. Cause I ain't on no gay time. You know what I'm saying?
Don't make me feel like that, man.
Nah, it's about the money. It's about the money. It's about a lot of stuff. You feel me? But when you talk to them, it's about the money with us too, though, right? Not saying all of them like that, but nah.
Okay, what you saying that you saying women could think the same way, like how certain men could think. So,
we got so many suckers in the world. These females is getting this money out of these dudes. I ain't even mad at them. You feel me? Like that's like just saying me hating on the game or something.
Right.
But you know, that's all I'm trying to say though. Like,
so what you saying that how's that add to this situation? What you're talking about? Because we know this is going on. This is not a secret.
Just like how y'all say it go both ways. You know, I understand what the guy's saying. Like,
right?
Oh, we play on each other.
That's just the you know what I'm saying, the yin and the yang, man. That's the balance. That's what it is, man. Just like saying it ain't no negativity in the world. We know there's negativity in the world, man.
Yeah, and
we know there's negativity in the world, but the thing about it is what we gonna do about it? Do we want something positive out of our life, or do we want something negative out of our life?
And and I acknowledge you know what I'm saying about that. It probably is a problem within itself. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
that's why I called in.
Yeah, not to say nothing bad, but it might be just something you need to just, you know, if you're having that kind of luck, you know what I mean? Maybe they just change the game up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Reek said, you know, change your location up, and you know what I'm saying. So
and then y'all kept asking me what I was saying. All I was saying was, I'm not saying like all I was saying was like these females need to be called out on their shit. Right. Even though I'm listening, it's a lot of bad females out there. Just like how they say it's a bad lot. Just like how they say it's a lot of bad us out there. They say we lazy. They say we don't want to work. But it's cool for them to sit on their ass because they got a pussy. It's cool for them to sit on their ass while a man go to work every day and bust his ass. And it's cool for her to sit at home. You feel me?
That's up to the individual and what that individual
right. I mean, it's all kind of things going on in this world. I mean, if you dealt with someone that was wrong, you tell them how they was wrong and move on.
But we talking about far as society, as a society, how society looks at stuff. Like I say, I look at stuff a little different. Just like I said, it's cool for a girl to sit on the couch for a dude to go to work. Now society, but if it was a dude that was just sitting on the couch and the girl was going to work, society would look at that different, right?
Yeah, they look at it different, but
they'll be talking. That's all I'm trying to say. And I know it's good women out here.
It's still boiled down to the individual though, what that person wants.
Right.
It's still boiled down to that person. When I go lay down my woman or whoever, I ain't worried about what society thinks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think we kind of mixing social with something else, you know.
What's something else though?
I think you're mixing social with feminism or something to that kind of direction, like, you know, Like you want to be able to socialize with them, but no sex, but you want to be able to get them know.
I didn't say why are you saying no sex?
No. I ain't saying. Hear me out. You want to communicate first.
Of course, I want to have sex.
Right.
But that ain't. You feel me? I'm not putting that on a billboard.
Right. Well.
But
right.
and what do you mean by feminism?
Essentially, feminism. I think what I'm getting from what William said is because you know if women sat at home and it's okay for them, I mean you express that. I mean that's something you express. So that's where I feel that he was coming from and bringing that up, because you were saying, well,
Right.
women could sit at home and that society would think that's all right. I mean, it's all kind of things going on in the world. It's all about what you really want and who's receptive to you. If you're not receptive to these type of females, don't mess with them. Don't mess with them.
It's the reality of it is what you want out of life.
Right.
You know, it ain't, and take your time. It ain't so much you're trying to, because you might, you still young. It might take you 10, 15, 20 more years before you find that right one. You probably go through another 5 or 6 relationships before you get the right woman.
And I'll say this, I ain't gonna say that it's easier for y'all younger generation, because it's so much different things going on with social media where, actual interaction is kind of null and void. People, if they don't know you some kind of way through someone or through some type of way of communicating to you through social media, it might be a little bit more harder to just get a genuine conversation sparked up. I understand that. But you can't get so jaded where you be like, man, they're all like this, because that reinforces what they saying. They're all dudes is like this. Every time I say I don't want to talk to some dude, he gets all mad and bent out of shape.
Right.
I mean, it's supposed to be about proving wrong. Okay, you think I'm like this or whatever. So what about you? Next.
Exactly.
That no is gonna be that you telling me no means I'm gonna run into a yes. So that's how you got to look at it. You just told me no. Okay, I'm gonna run into a yes.
That's right. And that's how you got to do it. But I think we've been on for a minute. I'm gonna let y'all have it. I got to go ahead and give me some sleep, man.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna knock it out too, because we've been on 166 minutes. But I'm glad you came in and kind of cleared up what you thought was said, and hopefully you gained a little bit more contexture of what's going on, and hopefully someone will come in your world that it ain't causing you too many problems or issues, and vice versa.
Yeah, keep tuning in, man, and you'll pick up gems, from here and there. So, like you say, man, thanks for calling in, man, and like I say, I ain't trying to shut you or talk down on you or nothing like that, because we need conversations like this so we can try to.
Yeah, I was just trying to ask. I was just wondering. You feel me? It was just like a human thing. Like, I don't think I'm no better than nobody. You feel me? Like, I was just asking a question because I didn't know. You feel me? And the question that I'm asking, people damn near charging for these questions. You feel me?
The information here, man. Then you know what I'm saying. You got a mind of your own too. So with a little thinking and a little guidance, in the right direction, man, you'll be all right. But the main thing is take your time, man. Don't be in the rush to try to get with no female until you get your stuff in order, and things will start changing for you to look up for you, man. Don't get so frustrated and feel like all of them like that, because it ain't,
And I got help from that last video too. Helped me too. The Rashad dude, whatever his name is.
Okay.
I picked up some stuff he said, and I probably do need to work on myself. But I know he just said don't linger on and keep it moving. All I was trying to say was the before y'all get off the phone, I did have a female that took my confidence down there. You feel me? And I probably didn't rebound from some years off of that, because I didn't feel the same after that.
Well,
that's all I'm trying to say.
Well, Reek got a lot of videos up on his channel, man. So just go back through some of them videos, man, and I'm pretty sure you'll find some that's helpful too. We talk about all kinds of topics and stuff, and you know what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure that some will get to you.
Yeah, some will resonate with you.
Right. time, in the meantime, you know, like if you had any more questions on another time or something, you still call in or whatever, man, you know.
Right. So basically what y'all just saying is just keep it moving to the next and don't have no feelings on it and don't have no opinions on it?
What you mean on the next what?
Just keep moving. I'm just saying, like, you just saying keep moving and just...
Don't let it, yeah, if it ain't working, don't make, hey, yeah. Keep it moving, man. If it's
don't have an opinion on what somebody has an opinion on you?
Right. Fuck what somebody else feel about you. You know what I'm saying? It's up to how you feel about you, not how nobody else feel about you. You know,
Okay.
you got to be able to drive your own body. You can't let nobody else drive you. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know. With that being said, I'm gonna let Reek close it out, man, and come on back and tune back in, man. We
Right.
here.
Thank you, everybody that's done like this stream. If you ain't had a chance to like the stream, like it, and if you're catching on the replay, like it, because I think we done covered a vast amount of areas. And join us again. I'll probably come on again tomorrow on a Thursday around 9 something, depending on what part of the country you're in. I'm in the Central, so hopefully we can spark another kind of dialogue tomorrow. But I'm out right